what I saw, and
Well,
Okay.
maybe we should do
a
a little bit of a recap for John.
Yeah, we could do a
gentlemen.
mild recap real quick beforehand. Hold on, let me get one more thing up.
Because some shit went down in Discord today, and I don't know if you saw it, John.
Oh my god, that lizard is beautiful. What a good shot you have there. That dragonborn.
Who? Huh? Oh,
Dragonborn
yeah.
on screen, that looks amazing.
Yeah, that's Henry, dead and frozen.
No one can identify him.
Nope.
Who is
He died. He dies unknown. Wow. No one can recognize him.
That's so crazy.
Holy shit.
Okay. So I don't know. Are we doing the recap? Well,
Oh yeah, for your guys'
up...
Discord banter for sure. That is absolutely not me.
Oh, I was just going to give a high level. I don't want to say
yeah, no, that's
shit
fine.
again.
Hi, VP.
So we ended up having a back and forth, John, regarding how we were going to get into the keep and how we were going to find Coulvyrn. We actually had a smart plan. Instead of just rushing it in, we identified that we could stay out there for several days. Mind you, this is my new character who is more than happy to take his time and learn what we should do. That we were going to scry upon him, where we could get 10 minutes a day to build out a pattern of what he does and where he is within the castle, generally speaking. And then we would use my guy's drone to scout out the walls to find any potential entry points and stuff like that, right? Then you and Marsh were tasked with finding a nice observation area, like basically where we could camp out without getting seen.
What I do best.
And then we started the plan, and that's where it went already, I think, apart. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at.
Really
well, he basically just in Coulvyrn.
Let's see. So, let's see.
Invited
Chosen
me.
Chosen. Give me a performance check. Let's see how this translates. We'll do a meta, and then, after we get a little Chosen flavor, kick it in.
Which one is it? The copy or is it the other one?
It'd be the old school looking Chosen that you roll off of. That should be the next fix that gets baked in.
Yes, perfect. So, Chosen observed Coulvyrn walking, and then he walked some more, and then there was things on table he saw.
You would know that one of the items on the table was.
This is his performance.
Gotcha. No, yeah, but you when you saw that image, you would have for sure known whose crossbow that was.
Yeah, it was Marsh's.
Yeah, I was just to make sure that you.
Chosen saw couple men's boat on table, and Coulvyrn look up and say, "Come on in, for guests."
Are we gonna do that?
Doesn't think he know where we are. This is why Chosen don't want to scribe. He knew when I did it last time.
Finally, the respect I deserve. Yes, I should be treated as a guest at every fortress.
I don't know that it's a fantastic idea to go into a fortress with how many people did you say?
Chosen saw at minimum, how many it's there, but I'm going to roll a history check.
Nice. Give us a number no matter what. I want to hear.
Oh, for sure going to give a number.
Awesome.
Chosen saw 40 to 60 troops in the area.
I don't have to be good at math to tell you that those odds are very, very bad. And I am very good at math.
Chosen crew last time with Captain Man, not Mr. Suit Dude, took on over 100 with 0 issues.
Oh, are you talking about that dead man that you were going on about earlier?
That's the one.
Chosen wasn't around to help him.
It was a waste.
It seems like his plans did not always go, how do I put this politely? Well?
He was a fool.
I
We don't
didn't know
have-
him. I'll have to take your word.
Ever since this clitoris shows up, we all start getting bad things happening.
Do not blame your foolish airs on me.
You know, the last time I was with him, we did almost get eaten by a Taras. There might be something to that. We'll start measuring this. This will be a fantastic experiment. Is Klee bad luck?
Okay, this is the conversation we must have later.
You just see Dr. Gunther, he's like taking detailed notes and he just keeps looking up at Klee and like,
He blames me for errors in his own instruments. It was his instruments that got us lost and almost eaten. Fool. Everyone's a fool.
Children see no instruments.
fascinating, fascinating. The subject
Yes.
seems to be quite perplexed by his bad luck.
Gnomes. Little idiots.
I really describe the things that I see.
Yeah, these goblins were pretty badass. They look pretty strapped for this kind of biome.
I do mention that there's the bolt Marsh shot him with, so somehow, some way, this Coulvyrn took the bolt with him. Look, I definitely tell him that he's pink and fugly.
Hey, Chad, I don't know if you need to move your mic closer. I don't know. Yeah, for me, it's like not the greatest sound.
Hear me now?
I don't know.
Quiet, but that's okay.
You turn up my volume.
No, it's
Yeah,
more like
pretty
it's more like a
That's right, I had you muted.
Like hollow.
like a in the building,
sound.
yeah, hollow, yeah, like a hollow.
Yeah.
So like I hear you fine, but it has kind of like that ambient.
Yeah.
Doesn't have
like
the
the
crisp
mic is
quality
really far
that your
away.
voice
Okay,
Yeah.
how about now?
No. Huh.
feels the same.
Same, yeah, weird. Normally you sound the loudest out of everyone, but for
Yeah.
some reason Marsh
Normally
looks
it's good.
and sounds the best right now. Like what's going on over there, Marsh?
Yeah.
Good internet, I guess.
Yeah, it just kicked in.
Marsh is feeling himself today.
Let me see.
Yeah.
He woke up and was like, damn, everything's right.
Not really. There was a snowstorm today. It actually
He's
sucked. I'm
inside.
surprised the internet's good.
The irony of it all. But no,
What do you
nonetheless,
all say? Let's just go directly into the fortress?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Point. Counterpoint. Why don't we do something not stupid?
Well, what do you consider a good distraction rather than just one person going in while the rest of us go around back?
Well,
One
They
goes in the
did
front,
say-
5 goes out the backside.
we don't need to talk about what you did in college, Alistair. We need to talk about what we want to accomplish
You
here.
son of a bitch, I told you that in confidence.
How does it sound now?
Oh, that's better. It's kind of similar, but it's better.
Yeah, it's not so hollowy.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's what we need.
It's still the same, man. I don't know what's happening. I don't know.
But we hear you
Counterpoint.
fine. That's not. A
Yeah, we
problem.
can still hear you.
Yeah, it's just you
They-
do sound different.
It's probably
They
like
do
my volume.
sound very polite. Can we invite them out to us for dinner?
Oh, I don't.
Ooh. I can
Oh, all right,
build
draw
us a
them.
safe
I see.
location for them to visit us. A purple pimple,
Indeed.
in fact. Purple dome.
Hmm.
That only Coulvyrn could come into. It would protect us from the rest of his troops.
I think that this idea is not stupid.
By the
We
way,
need
you
to
guys
pick
are
them
like,
out.
you guys are so to speak, kind of, say on on a cliff, obviously looking down toward this Dole Fortress area below, about 300 feet or so. The height difference is probably 105 feet or so. Also, pretty steep straight down. But you guys are very nifty, so I have no doubt you'll have a way. But
Those are
that's
not
kind of
here,
the
the-
specs.
Plan. From the top.
Well, if we invite him out to us, he could join us in a tiny hut. It's a purple dome that would only allow him inside and none of his army.
That would be great. And we could booby trap everything on the way.
Oh, yes, that's also good.
Okay, who sent message?
Well, you're obviously the charismatic one. You do it.
Is he now the most charismatic one in the group?
You make
I don't know.
you
Now
make
with Henry
chosen
gone?
blush.
Might be Alistair.
I have a lot of charisma because I thought it would come in handy.
No.
I mean, it has.
I should have put in dexterity. Who knew?
I mean, you got enough con though, at least to make up the difference on
Yeah.
that for sure.
Balanced.
Well, Alistar here made me believe I'd chosen one, so he's pretty good at being charismatic.
He was right though. You are.
I love that he says charisma. I love that he
Yes,
says
he is
charismatic too.
Charismatic.
Yes, yes. Clearly the leader of this group.
Oh boy.
True.
What if we just start killing goblins? And you'll have to send somebody out to see what's going on, and then we kill them.
We could shoot them from afar.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as I can run away faster than you.
But
That
is
should
it
work.
flashy enough? That's what we need to ask ourselves here.
Closer than tunes
Is
to
it?
each other.
Chosen,
Let's leave the flash
Chosen.
to the
I think we not have enough resources to outlast how many people and army they have.
Good point. What if
We need-
We would need at least 1,000 bolts here for Marsh. Or crossbowmen and don't have 1,000 bolts.
That's why I think the delegation approach might be the best.
If you
We
could
invite
give me
them.
2 weeks, I can take down the fortresses piece by
Alright.
piece. I'll just mold the stone into nothingness essentially and make it slide off the cliff.
Okay, okay, this is good. Get all the stupid ideas out first.
and you do it in less than 2 weeks?
I think they're gonna notice their base disappearing in 2 weeks.
They'll give me the time. That I just ask them to wait.
I mean, he's very charismatic, right?
Tell them we're doing
Imagine if
reconstruction.
he. Do you imagine how many charisma checks he'd have to pass? And if he did that, he just.
Every day. I'm just like,
Alistar,
nope, still working on
roll
it.
me 1,000 d20.
Okay.
I don't even know if that'll break the system.
See. See it.
It's just gonna be the average, right? It'll just be right in the middle.
Hey.
Yeah, almost right in the middle. A little higher than 1,000.
Oh, look at
That's
that.
not bad, really. Yeah.
Mhm.
If I'd have rolled it, it'd be 3.
Do it. Let's see.
1B101. All right then.
Damn
Well,
it. I
trust
forgot.
me to
I
take
gotta-
them down
Hey,
right
zero.
now.
type it in.
He
We're just
rolled a
typing.
0 on it.
Wow, I see a lot of fours. A lot. Oh, look at that.
Under
He did it. He
1,000.
did it. He did
I
it.
was really close to 1,000. That was pretty good.
That was a lot of fours there. You see those? That's like a like a bingo. It's like Minesweeper. Look at those ones and those 20s. Not many.
One of my abilities is to create a very large area of snow that actually hurts quite a bit. It is an attack we could potentially use against all their platoons if they were in a singular area. Might be able to take a lot out at one time.
I'm liking this idea.
How could we get them all
Anymore.
into one spot though?
Hmm.
Because they currently, I believe, they move separately, right? 4 different separate platoons.
Correct. It is 4 separate platoons. Chosen as you guys are kind of like taking in and really observing them, right? You guys, are you in the dome during this time? Or are you guys out exposed. Like, and you guys are
We have
hidden
not-
in any
we
sense,
have
but I
not-
mean,
Yeah, we have not put a tiny hut up. If that's what you're
Okay. Yeah. So then you guys are just kind of observing with brief obstacles of the wind and snow, plumes getting tossed around by nature itself. But Chosen, when you recall the vision, you do remember these four distinguished people that seem to be in charge of other goblins, as Coulvyrn did his passing through the keep or the fortress. So these would be the four faces to look out for, I guess, as you would consider these probably the most lethalist out of them, despite Coulvyrn himself.
As they're like bantering, Chosen kind of raises his finger. Chosen also remember seeing four very, very dangerous goblin-looking things. As dangerous as Coulvyrn, some may say. These must be his generals, leading the platoons.
Hmm.
Well, it's just getting more dangerous. Should we just go home?
He has a valid point.
Chosen,
This is not wrong.
It's very cold.
Chosen,
Perhaps we could try again another day.
You're very charismatic.
We take invite. We ask for reprieve to bring army to him face on battlefield.
Are you challenging him to single combat?
He's all like, he's all tongue twisted. He's all,
This is
Challenge him to
This
single
is
combat. I
crazy.
love this idea.
We ask
Why
for-
would he say yes?
that's my point.
The worst
know
he could
nothing
say
about
is no. And then we ask another question.
Then why don't we ask him from far, far away? Have you heard of writing him a letter?
To be so close, it's so cold.
Can't argue with that. A quick follow-up.
Chosen know how to write, not know how to write very well.
I'll write it for you. Jeez.
You send it as well. Chosen
Yes,
forgot that.
via airmail. I'll fly over it and drop it on him.
Yes.
How are we communicating with this guy?
Was I able to discern, like, based on
Oh,
which he potentially was in, or was I getting any familiarity of based on?
you would probably know the moment you got down to ground level of one. Like the moment you can kind of see inside one of them from a ground point of view, you'd probably be able to discern which one, if he was or wasn't in that one, because you saw extensive amounts of hallways and two clearings that did exit out to the outside. However, you didn't see the immediate outside due to the brightness and how bright it is with the sun hitting the snow and all that. The shine made it look more like a, Jesus calling more so than here we are outside, but you understood it as such.
Would one of you give Chosen eyes in the sky?
Oh, real quick on that note, sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah, what happened with my
Yeah.
drone? Yeah.
Yes. In regards to the drones.
I'm sorry, Chosen. My drone is otherwise deployed.
You get like a
I'll
little
give you
beep,
eyes.
beep, beep as it's pinging you, good Sir Gunther, Doctor.
Doctor.
Doctor. God comes down and says sorry. As you guys all hear a random sorry come over the mountain range. You ping into your drone. How would you say it communicates with you in the sense of player?
So, just like to explain his powers a little bit, right? Like, other than some of the ones that are like in him, like the Fey step, which is like just a natural part of his lineage that he happens to have that. He doesn't have any magic outside of his suit. So like he uses magic stones and everything in there to do everything that he does. So the drone, instead of like telepathically connecting with him, he has like a magic stone in it that can drop he has like a single glass that can drop over his eye that he can see what the drone sees. And then he has another one that is like a magic one that communicates. And the drone does have some sapience, can communicate what it's, relaying through that to him. So think of it like a radio and a camera.
Okay. And it speaks common to you aloud?
No, I would say that just because, it would be a defensive one there, it would speak gnomish to him, because he knows only gnomes would probably speak that language. So it doesn't speak it common.
Okay. You got it. So
it was also the first thing he built, so he didn't know.
so you get this in gnomish. I don't know how gnomes speak. How would you say gnomes speak? This is your
Very
opportunity.
high.
I mean, in the sense of a different language.
Sound?
Yeah.
You are asking me an interesting question I never thought of. How would gnomes sound? Well, since he's an earth one, or like a rock gnome, it would sound like guttural, almost like think of the sound of stones rubbing together.
Okay. When you hear the shuddering, everybody give me an insight check except the gun doctor because he's aware of exactly what that means. But let's see what the rest of you guys
They
pick
will
up.
hear him speak back excitedly.
Got it. Let's see. That's our natural divorces.
Oh, nice.
It's just reading you guys this
You
crap.
knock your 18 into a 4?
Still became an 18, but yes, you could hit the dice just for flair. Klee, Alistar, nice.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Oh, insight.
Chosen's the only one missing. Hold on, I'll roll for. We'll let him roll when he gets back. I don't want to mess up the groove right now.
My insight is the same as my perception, but that was my.
You got it. You get. You guys all get the sense that it is. I wouldn't say alarming, but not the most positive of outcomes. You hear in detail. None of you guys speak gnome, right? Other than Doctor. Okay.
I'll speak everything. I'll just use my comprehend language.
Okay. So as you pop that off, you hear good Sir Doctor going through mid conversation, and then it comes up to common as you hear the robot respond. There are 3 very, very scary looking orcs or goblins. I don't know what we're looking for, but green guys, and they look cozy. It's this particular robot. You made a chatterbox because it was your first. You wanted it to be your friend.
Yes, I gave it way too much
liberty. It has a loose AI. It's like, and then it goes, but there were more. There were 40 at least for each of them. That's 80 for 2 of them. 82 if you count them. That is my analysis.
Of course we count them. Of course.
Report to come back.
Are they pursuing you?
2 spears missed.
That's good. Take evasive action over the mountainside, loop around, and make it seem like you're going in an opposite direction from us before doubling back.
Come home. Got it.
No! Dang it! Why do you never listen to me?
We will see when it arrives. Chosen, give me an insight check as gnomish conversation was going off with the doctor and his devices, and everybody has gotten the feeling that things have gone awry. Alistar, oh my god, you guys killed it. Yeah, all of you guys get a gut feeling that things are just going horribly with this scout report, and Alistar is privy to the entire conversation.
Dr. Gunter has a terrible poker face.
I think we do much better with Chosen as our scout. Chosen, what do you say you go closer to the fortress?
What?
I'll lend you some help. I'll give you eyes in the dark and wings so you can fly and no one will recognize you.
Chosen not comfortable with this plan.
It's a perfect plan.
Chosen not agree.
Fine, fine. Would have made a very cute bat.
Chosen to you do this before. Chosen not want to be bad. Chosen not
You
want
don't
to be
have
your
to
test
have
subject.
make love with other bats like Henry would have.
Rest in peace, Henry.
Rest in peace.
Chosen,
Wait a
chosen
minute.
and looks at you.
Did the reptile
his
fuck
eyes.
a bat? Interesting.
Not like a
Interesting.
bottle.
Soon.
Like
Give
a
me
slab.
details.
Too
How did it
soon,
work?
Alistar, too soon.
Too soon. And my apologies. I do miss him though. I can't help but think of him at all times. Especially when I think about polymorphing someone and them making love with that species.
Interesting, Alistar. You're into other animals. Got it.
Yeah.
Chosen would agree with that statement. Alistar enjoyed.
So I guess just like out of it, are we going to like, do we think that we can lay a trap, or are we going to try to like drop the letter?
Someone has to make a move.
We don't have any magic, so.
Chosen's in favor of going as honored guest.
Okay.
I
well,
don't.
our best guess.
Dr. Gunter would say, "Have a great time."
I mean, this isn't a chosenocracy. This is this is a crew. So
Let's go in the front door. What could happen?
We could die.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Chosen, remember him saying, "Honored guest." You don't hurt your honored guest, do you?
I'm
Chosen
surprised
doesn't
And
the,
what-
say anything about
surprised the
your,
owls haven't been brought up yet.
Question: what do goblins consider honorable?
Mhm.
Many things, in fact. During the Goblin Wars, I learned a lot about this. In fact, they understand parlay.
They
It's
do.
pretty insightful, considering they're goblins.
Did they offer parlay?
offered honored guest.
It's not a
Can
Chosen
we
food.
would
get
think it's
clarity
better than
on
parlay.
the parlay?
We need to parlay. We parlay, but we honored guest, which better than parlay.
Yeah.
Is it though?
Did not.
I don't know.
Chosen don't know either. Chosen just throwing stuff out and hoping you guys guess.
That's right.
Pick
I think he's right.
its choice.
I feel honored.
Oh my god, are we gonna go in as honored guests? Oh,
I think we should.
Just because we're going inside doesn't mean you can't lay traps as we go. What do you guys have for traps?
I have a lot of them.
I mean, I've spent a lot of time in the wilderness, so I feel like I could lay some very like basic animal style traps.
Yeah, like caltrops, things like that. Sure.
Chosen, do you still have that spell where you essentially lay traps throughout an entire building?
Hoarding?
That's what it was called?
Chosen not have material to do the hoarding.
Would not laying traps already tell them that we are not coming in as guests?
That's a good point.
We come in as
Actually,
guests, but we lay traps while we're going in.
What?
Doctor, how many surveying bots could you send out? Is it just one, or do you have?
I only
like...
have one.
You got it.
I
Okay,
just
I was
have-
curious.
Yeah, my main one. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I need a diamond.
That's part of
worth
why like I
at
didn't
least
want to like
200
send
gold.
it off too much, is because like if he gets broken, I don't think I have the parts to repair him.
Beautiful. I love to hear those things. All right.
I am, by the way, taking fifth level.
You're what?
Fifth level spell slot for scribe.
Oh. Dun, 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 dun. So, Marsh, give me a. I'm gonna get your character sheet. I feel like you're fitting for this particular request, but Your character
We'll see.
has the worst abilities when I ask for them.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a insight check as you peer over the ledge and face out toward the marching platoons, pacing out and about,
There we go.
going every which way.
Oh my God, he passed one.
You imagine probably as you travel 200 or so feet closer from this 300-foot gap to the front door, that you probably end up passing quite a few encampments closer along the bank in which you guys stand upon. It would be your military strategy, have the army outside of the fortress. In the event that something happens inside the fortress, you can surround your own building. And it would seem as if these individuals are clearly quite capable. These goblins are not your run-of-the-mill, as you've seen previously, but even now, it almost seems a step up even further. You don't see any of the military or mixed race army in which was present in Cape Crowell, however, and none of the goblins present seem to carry the same tone of skin. They all seem to be much paler in the sense of green, if that at all.
I feel like Coulvyrn is pale.
Well, Coulvyrn's an
Okay.
albino, like legit an albino. They are green still. They're just not as like vibrant green as you've seen in Cape Crowell and in the Slain Wars. Like these dudes have been out here for extended periods of time.
All right, another idea. We're throwing out ideas. I can make it seem as if we're walking into the front door, while I can also make a hole into the fortress wall on any side that we wish to enter, and we go in that way, while they believe we're going in the other way.
A feint.
Yes.
Chosen not understand because he not know what you say, but he think it's not good.
He thinks it's no good. You didn't hear it though.
But Chosen think it good.
Oh, it is good. Okay.
He no understand.
Marsh, you seem a capable man. What would you do?
It's a good question. I would love to know first which one of these two fucking keeps he's in, so that.
I could tell you when we get closer.
Okay.
Honored guess.
And what else?
All right. If we do what he asks us to do, it feels bad to me. It feels like a trap. I think it's a trap.
Why
That
would
is most
person
logical.
invite us and tell us under guest to make it trap?
Why did I propose that we asked him to us? A trap.
All right.
So-
Another bad idea to throw out. This army would have a very difficult time reaching the top fortress. That's correct. It would take them longer to get to us. So we can get inside of the top fortress, and even if it's the wrong one, not trapped within an army who's surrounding us, we could escape.
Are you proposing we fly on those owls of yours?
You are going to join us? I thought you would fly separate. I would love it if you join on my owl.
Oh my god.
I like that. Start with the one up there, sneak in, or just walk in, and
You
then.
can walk in. I can make a hole in the wall, however you want to go in. That
I mean,
way,
I can use pass without a trace for everybody if we want to sneak in, and give everyone +10 to stealth saving throws.
You gotta
Or
say
stealth
it with
checks,
clean voice.
Oh.
That way.
I like it.
I have such a bad
sorry.
feeling about
Hey,
this.
you know so
Oh my
much.
God.
Yes. I can
I
provide
Yeah, that sounds
everyone,
like a good start.
provide
Okay.
everyone with stealth.
So
my character would rather leave.
here is what I'm going to request for you guys
Oh, no.
as a team, since you guys are finalizing your plans. in your guys' order, one of you guys are considered the whatever the recorder, and you will post in the chat the step in which you guys are initiating, so we can all make sure we're on the same page and we all move at the same pace. Instead of, and if there's multiple steps, let's say Team A splits up from Team B in step 2, then we'll put step 2 Team A Team B. But I want to make sure we're steady in pace because there's a lot of moving parts, and I'm going to be 100% fair to the home team advantage. So I don't want to miss any of your guys' actions, and I also want to make sure I honor your guys' creative thought process, to the gear, instead of missing a few things if we were to jump too far ahead. So step 1 going into this plan, does Klee take initiative?
Right, we haven't decided anything yet.
No, I'm okay. The example then. So continue, but that'll how we go. Yeah.
Yeah. If we shall decide to sneak in, I shall help everybody with additional stealth.
I say, after thinking about this greatly,
Thank you, Klee.
No problem.
if we are going to go in as honored guests, then we go in as honored guests. We do not do anything that shows duplicity until we need to.
You keep using words chosen to understand.
It sounds like a foolish plan.
It's a simple word.
Okay, that's fine with me. But what if we need it right away?
I say
Then
the
we
wizard
we
and the
immediately
robot
fly
go in.
away.
All
I say
right.
the wizard and the robot go
You've been trying to kill us off this whole time.
in.
We should have a great idea whether they actually mean that we're honored guests right away when we approach them. If they
We
allow
tried-
us to pass,
Oh, you might not know
Lester,
this.
Lester, why not you use your fancy book to get good idea?
All right. I'm going to
Okay.
open my book. Fancy, cloudy book.
Okay. What exactly do you speak about to the book?
Good ideas incoming.
Questions? What?
Like you just open the book and what do you speak?
I
Just
just
good
open
idea.
the book, and then I'm going to tell him, oh, the book is telling me that we
As
should
you open the
definitely go
book,
to the northern...
well, as you go to open the book, you see it spring open. The newt shakes its whole little body off as if it was cozily just sitting inside of it.
Firebolt at that damn newt.
as you firebolt at the newt, it like whips its tail out and it's like, and it like sort of like takes the hit and like uses it.
Oh, I will kill you. You stay away from my book. This is my book.
My book.
Not your book. My book. That's it.
My
You're
book.
dead.
This thing
I'm
now
gonna
talk.
put a bunch of spells on this guy.
This thing talk now. Lester, stop. Maybe this new thing can help us.
My book. He like looks at all of you nodding. No, he just mumbles my book.
Mr. Newt, you help us with this conundrum. Mr. Coulvyrn, in one of these two cases,
He puts his hands up toward Alistar with his little hands like baby manners and my book.
Oh, bad. Bad.
just give the little lizard its book. Alistair, why are you always so miserly with books?
It's my book. You can't have it.
So as you leave the book, do you keep the book open at any point in time though while you're holding it, or do you close it after you bought
Oh
something?
no, it's just open in my hand.
Okay.
A lot.
As you have it open, yeah, you are still attuned to it. So while it is open, and you're like focusing on what's at hand, the back of your brain is doing the heavy lifting, and you think of quite a few different potential ways of approaching this place. If you guys were to do a napalm drop, as you guys being the napalm, a team B and then team A going in with the diversion, then sure, there are methods of self representation. You believe that there is a very strong opportunity in this one person goes to meet Coulvyrn in a one person situation. If you guys can find a way to control the field to your benefactor. Because
Sure.
the book would give you enough information to raise a red flag of Coulvyrn himself. It is a threat of unknown danger, the book can't even tell you a way of successfully, there's no guarantee, basically. Normally the book can give you a solution. This is more of a, user-guided solution at this rate.
All tactics are dangerous. Optimally, one person will distract Coulvyrn, and the rest of us will sneak.
Do I know what the power was given to me by Luthic to kill Coulvyrn?
So you don't actually. You believe that you have the ability to do so due to Luthic's blessing, but you don't actually know if there's supposed to be some activation or if you're supposed to pray it beforehand. For all your understanding, you just have to go and kill him. You don't know what any other term means other than kill. You think once he's dead, you imagine you'd pray to your god, he'd hear now, like kind of cashing in the bounty.
Chosen by Luthic to take care of Coulvyrn. Chosen will go as honored guest.
Beautiful.
True.
I'm glad I wasn't gonna go.
Chosen gets Little Buck, Little Cho ready. Off to the distance and.
Okay, does that mean we're
No.
doing
That
the?
means they're going to be flying in on owls and dropping in the rooftops.
Who is?
Chosen hands all of his bombs over to All-Star, so I think there was what, like 6 total or something?
So you mean we could do bombs?
Yeah, I believe there's like 6 total.
What sort of a crazy person just carries bombs around? Are you insane?
He's with Captain Mans.
He's dead. Is that good reasoning to carry bombs around?
These were for us to use on Castle Stronghold.
He does have a point. There is nothing wrong with having more firepower.
You have a method of firing these off while you're not next to them?
Can you throw something?
Them not using these. That's why he's giving them to you to use them. Chosen in there.
Fair
Chosen
point.
always have to do the thinking.
What happens if we? So my question is, how will we know when to attack?
Yeah.
Chosen cast thaumaturgy very loud.
What if we're too far away?
Yeah, between several layers of stone wall. Message or something.
What if we're too loud? Oh, I'm sorry. What if we're too loud? We're not going to be too loud.
Alistair, I remember you doing one thing once. You remember when you were being bullied and you disappeared to your spider? Could we potentially use that again?
Yes. What is the purpose for it, other than to enter into the building?
Well, you might be the perfect representative. You can teleport out if there's danger.
You're sending me into the death den. I mean, the honored guest.
No. All right. Chosen already volunteered to die. We're not going to take that away from him.
So should
Yes,
we
I
really
would
be
take
just
that
like
honor.
tracking Chosen to find out where he's led to, so that way we can figure out where Coulvyrn is theoretically?
I
That's what
have
we
an
should be doing.
idea. I have
So
an
wait,
idea.
I'm gonna start the ritual
Chosen,
for water walk.
Can I give you my droid that can hide under your suit?
Chosen have no problem with this.
If so, I can hear and see whatever is going on,
Chosen like that.
no
idea.
matter how far. And I'll be able to provide some recon support to you. Well, it's not reliable. He doesn't often do what I ask him to, but he can sometimes help you.
Sometimes better than no times. Yeah, so I'm gonna start as a ritual, cast water walk. I'm gonna give it to myself. Buck Little Cho. I think
Okay.
6 creature, no 10. So I give it to everybody.
Got it. Big deal.
10 willing creatures. So everybody you basically can glide across the street. You don't sink.
Like Legolas.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Oh yeah, that's right. He just
You
walked
can walk
right
on
on
water. You can walk on lava.
What? Really? That's tight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, almost any fluid surface practically.
You need
Right,
sand, quicksand, mud, acid, all of it.
Wow.
Dr.
Right.
Gunther is then going to like go over to Chosen and he's gonna work on like trying to hide his drone under like one of like describe the armor that Chosen's wearing again.
Full plate.
Full plate.
Oh yeah, it'll
so
be
it's
easy
got
to
like
stick it in there.
does it have like big like shoulder like whatever those?
Yeah, it's like big shoulder, big, all full, kind of fold down to his legs. All that. Chosen pulls out his cloth of cleaning.
What's the front of it look like?
I don't know. Fucking plate mail, dude.
Okay.
And like shiny, like really nice.
So
he
what
cleans it off a
Dr.
little bit.
Gunther is going to do, because he wants to be able to see what you see, he is going to put the droid like on your chest and then try to make it look like it's part of the armor, like it's like a crest that you have on there.
Nice.
So he'll have like a face view of you, and it's got like a little bit of like outside. It's like staring at your chin basically the whole time, but it can hear everything and see like you from that view, like walking through.
Dope.
Like,
Do I have to do anything to hide it? Or
Nah, you guys are taking enough preparation time to be pretty, detailed in your work.
You can do it.
Chosen pulls out his cloth of cleaning, cleans his face because he wants to be presentable. Hands the cloth of cleaning to Alistar. Chosen knows that you want this. Chosen, do not return. It's yours.
Thank you, Chosen. The greatest gift you've ever given.
Chosen know you like to deeply.
My God. And I'm like wiping my face as he says it. Oh my God, this is incredible.
Chosen is good. All right. Chosen will go as honored guest. Someone
I will
needs to
give you
be
this in
eyes in
exchange.
sky.
And I take off my so I have a ringlet on my head, and I take it off and I put it on your head. It gives you comprehend language. Now you can understand whatever they're saying to you. Any language.
Oh.
well, if we're all giving away gifts, let's see. Can I see your weapon real quick?
You already made it a +2.
No, this time I'm just going to put a little detail on it. He just like puts like a nice like fancy C that he puts on like to customize it for you.
Cool. Great. There's a little like Chosen C on there.
Yeah,
a little pimp daddy stuff.
he comes up with like a Chosen like logo, like a little like fancy C on it.
Like it. Okay. Then let's see.
Of course, it's like I didn't know we were supposed to get gifts, so I didn't get anything.
It's okay, crossbow man. The gift you have given us is the ability to survive with all your badassery.
He just goes, pats you on the shoulder. He goes, "Go get him, Tiger," and just like.
Right. So Chosen's gonna. I mean, as long as we have an understanding that there's gonna be eyes in the sky, so someone has to be.
So that's my next thing. Is Chosen is going to head down. That's going to take him probably about 10-15 minutes due to the steepness. But in doing so, the rest of you guys are doing what in such preparation, and then taking what actions, and what are the official signals at the end of it?
Gentlemen, through the ceiling or through the wall? Which way would you want to go in?
Are we gonna fly in? Or are we?
If this creature
from the ceiling, we're gonna fly.
By the way, the signal. The signal is I changed my eyes. Eye color.
Oh, nice.
Chosen. Chosen. I don't have a great camera angle at that.
What can he see?
I see like your chin.
You can hear
Right
everything
here.
you say. You can just
You
say
can
it.
hear everything you say.
I change eye color aloud.
Say it. I changed my eye color. It's green.
Okay.
Gives himself a wrong voice.
What is a word that you might remember that you would not normally say?
Whoa. If chosen say his god's name, Luthic, that means it's time for you to come and either get chosen or help chosen.
You do refer to your god a lot, though.
But in this, I'd be smart about it.
Okay. And so, just to be clear, if you say my
Oh,
God,
no.
if you say
Chosen
my God,
say,
he won't
my
come.
God, do not come. Must say, Luthic. Chosen can say, my God.
Got it. We come
All
on
right.
my god.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Just kidding. We'll go on Luthic.
you
Disgusting.
trying to trade with me, Alistair? Oh, accept. You give
Going
me
on, are we
circle?
flying above then?
Oh, these talk about coming.
And how are you flying?
I would. Yeah.
Are we flying? Are we really flying?
Yeah,
Again?
that seems like that's the plan, but
How is that sneaky at all?
I don't
I
think
think
it
we fly far out. Like I would say that we'd
Oh.
fly far out, away,
I have
like
to
low
attune
first,
to it.
and then go high and around, and then come
Still
back.
flying on giant owls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say
And we want to
something
be
in-
close to chosen
Say
in case she
something,
is.
buddy. Say something in another language.
I speak Goblin, so I'll just speak Goblin to him.
Okay.
I think you have to attune to it.
Oh, so you have to take a rest to attune to, don't you? How about just
Yeah, I
a
mean,
short
I would
rest?
assume you guys had done that, like
Oh,
between
okay,
all this.
sweet.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were taking
Alright.
time. You guys are,
Cool.
relaxing. I'm not saying it's a
Can
long
I-
rest or anything, but you
I was
guys
gonna
just,
say, can I have a long?
I mean, if you guys
Oh,
want to wait an entire day, you can't. That is up to you, but you will have to go into a bubble or make a fire or something because it gets cold.
All right, we're not.
I
long.
would say no. I would say we long rest 100%.
No way.
There's no reason to
No.
rush this
cold.
operation.
So close, they know we're here. They're gonna come murder us in our sleep.
It's so hot out here.
They know we're here and we are on our
You've seen-
quest.
You've seen no activity towards you guys thus far.
But it's a purple pimple
then-
on the side of a mountain that's all white.
Yes,
Well,
and they
then
know
send-
we're here. They're
well, then
not.
send
They have
message.
decided not to move upon us at this time.
Chosen can send message to Coulvyrn. Let him know that we agree. That
We come
only
tomorrow.
chosen come tomorrow
Yes.
morning. On dusk.
I'll make a purple pimple for us right now.
Long rest. I'll spell.
All right.
My gosh.
One
During the
second.
long rest,
So
I want to
cast
hear what
sending.
happens tonight. I'm
Fire for long
curious.
rest.
during the
You
long
kept
rest,
sending-
Dr. Gunther is convinced that Chosen will die tomorrow, so he sits next to him. Chosen, I would like to write your life story. Is there anything you want me to know?
The star can tell you.
I
I'll tell
want
you
some
everything.
words from you, though.
Chosen have many words that are very few.
Very many words that are very few. Got it. That's all I need to sell the book. Thank you.
I cast sending to Coulvyrn.
Okay.
Chosen come as honor guest at morning. Bring himself a little book to Cho. The other members no want to come.
Okay. You hear him clear his throat. You come visit alone. I make a feast to brag later to fools who stay in the cold. The world is not nice to those outside. I will let you rest. My men will not pursue. But they are on guard and are aware. Do not be fooled. You are no threat to me. So that is why I welcome you.
We're boned.
Repeats everything that he can. Let's talk to Coulvyrn. He seemed like a nice goblin. I think we're going to get him because he's very bad. One of those guys that's nice because he's super powerful.
Hmm.
He said he's not going to come and.
Chosen, give me a religion check real quick. As you start talking about, as you choose to recognize this instance of their power, of the way they discussed it with themselves. You kind of get this whisper from your god in her tone, and she's like, a complex. Like he has like a complex issue, and it kind of comes to you as it is a new thing.
He has complex. Kind of like Alistair.
I am quite complex.
Either way, going to throw a feast for me. Not sure how I approach feast.
Mhm.
Let us rest tonight.
I'll take the first guard.
All right.
All right. I'll take a watch.
Chosen is not taking any guard because he's about to go sacrifice him.
He really is the.
All right. So who's taking first? I don't listen to anything you say.
I'll take second.
So Clee's taking first.
What are you watching for? We're inside of a tiny hut. Sleep.
Yeah,
Wake up.
I guess I didn't think about that.
But if somebody comes up and takes a poop outside, and then you walk out and step in it in the morning, that'd be embarrassing.
I really would be. I'm glad you're on watch. Thank you.
Must keep our eyes out for the wandering poops.
You got it. All righty.
Dr. Gunther will just be like next to Alistair, like, I need the details. I think Chosen to Die. That sounds like a great autobiography.
About Henry?
No, Chosen. He thinks Chosen's gonna die tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
We'll just put this
Chosen to
cozy
die.
scene just for flavor, since you guys don't ever count. You guys just sit in the comfort of a tiny hut.
So are we still flying tomorrow? Now that we know that what we
Do you
know.
guys have a preference of where to go in on the fortress? Did you want to go in the top or the side or window or door, whatever you want?
I'm thinking actually now, since they are looking for it, and you guys can choose to disagree, but I think we should head off before Chosen leaves, but we should have Klee mask us, and we should go by ground and go like around. We should leave like an hour and a half before he does.
You don't know
and
which
try to do
fortress. Like,
pass
you have to
without.
wait until I go to know which fortress they're in. That's the
No,
issue.
you can communicate that to me.
Talk
You
to your
won't,
chest.
you won't be able to know until I go though, because I'm the only one that will know once I'm down on the ground which fortress he's in.
Yeah, we would have to pick.
So I'm sorry. So they're separated by two different walls. It's two.
There's two fortresses.
I'm
There's
sorry.
here,
I thought
yeah.
there were.
castles. There's
I thought there were
Let
two
me-
like within one ringed wall.
No.
Oh,
And
well,
there's a
we
dead
can.
lizard between them.
Well,
We're
fuck. I
essentially
mean,
looking
then
down
I
on
guess
it.
what we need Chosen to do then is like, we need to follow behind him in a way, and
Yeah, we
then
need to
once
track him.
he gets close, he needs to like slow the fuck down. Like,
Why don't we just
like
head towards the
delay.
north one? Head to the one up top, and then if we have to, we can fly to the one down low.
Yeah, we can just
We'll
make a
tip
call.
them
We can
off,
just
though.
make a
I
choice.
can just cast Cindy.
Well, you don't need to cast send. You can just say it to us. Like,
Just talk
'cause
to
my
your chest
robot
and
is
he'll-
silent.
Oh, I'll just talk to the rest. Yeah, I'll just.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But like, we need to know. Like, we need to be close enough though, because like, if shit pops off, we got to be close by. So
we can track Chosen like a few hundred yards behind.
and stay hidden while we do that.
I mean, is it like wide open terrain between
I mean,
where we are?
kinda. There's like that little tree patch, but you guys would have to break through at least a 50-yard ice gap just of ice playing to get to it because you guys are coming off from a cliff from behind from this view.
I can turn invisible.
And then flying in the
but
air,
that
other
won't-
than the clouds of snow and plumes and the weather, I mean, you're in an open sky with just bright light, so you'd be casting shadows for sure if there weren't shadows present. You know, there's not much
turn
flying in the
invisible,
sky.
but that won't help everybody.
Oh, make a 50-50 call, and then if we have to, we rush to the other one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
Could we delay Chosen going? It's gonna be a feast, right? Should Chosen go at the very end of the day? Right? Like he starts heading when it's starting to get dark, right? And then we have the advantage of it being nighttime to a certain degree. I mean, some of them have like dark vision and stuff like that, but like we limit their vision to a certain extent. Might help us sneak in if Chosen goes for dinner feast.
Looney, he said he's going in the morning, and I can't see in the dark.
Then I think our best choice is that we sneak out during the wee hours of the morning
now.
when it's still dark.
Do it.
Mhm.
Okay, so we
Yeah,
sit up there and just wait.
And then,
the one
we get close enough. Yeah, like I guess maybe Alistar's right. We bet on the one it's going to be higher. And if we're wrong, we can close that gap really quick in the event that like it pops off down below. We might get
Yeah.
fired at, but we could get there real quick.
Drop
Yeah.
off the bombs, and then we go.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
a distraction. And then, yeah. Okay, but then I guess what we need to do, though, is take the bombs from Chosen.
Yeah,
He did. He would have. I believe he already
Yeah, he
gave
gave
them
him
to you
the-
guys.
and I
Alistair.
complained about it profusely, but I guess I took them.
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess the plan is like we'll leave at like 4 a.m, like us, and let Chosen go out and make it appear that none of us have left, but we already left hours ago.
Alistair, once he leaves, Tiny Hut's done, right?
I don't know if that's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Oh,
Once
okay.
Alistar leaves the bubble, it drops. So he's the only one that
So
cannot leave.
then Alistair should go by himself after I leave. He could then alert.
Well, he can turn invisible, right? He has greater invisibility, so he can
Correct.
meet us. Okay, so then that's got to be the ploy then.
Okay, then. That sounds good.
But then Alistar's got to do something, in my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong. He's got to set like some bonfire or some shit where the purple pimple was to make it appear that like we're chilling by a fire or something. Because like otherwise, like we're freezing in the
I mean,
elements.
Chosen
We
has a
disappear.
tent on him. He'll pop a tent up.
Okay. Well, regardless, whatever. Like he's got to do something to make it appear that we're still there.
Chosen.
I could also stay there, pop open and pop another tiny hut, and they can't see inside. Maybe then inside they don't know.
Yeah,
Got
but
it.
then you would be there, and we need
Yeah,
you.
we need
up
you with the.
us,
We all want to be
because
together.
we
so
need
can
the
go.
owls. Otherwise, I'm the only one who can fly.
Yeah. Wish I could cast it and then leave, but I don't know how. I guess there's no way out of that. That's too bad.
What
That's
could you do? Like a
Milligram.
Yeah, that's true.
Could you do some illusion that will last?
It only lasts, I think, 10 minutes.
You guys can light a real fire that could just be smoking there.
Yeah, that's why
Sure,
I was going with
I'll
like a
do
big
It doesn't have to
fire.
be
I'll light
fake
fire.
at all. You guys want a real
Yeah.
distraction. You guys are trying to fabricate one instead of just.
I want it to look
fire.
like you can see our bodies or. But,
Gotcha.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can wrap up. I mean, there's leaves. You guys can just wrap up some stuff. Snow pat it down. I mean, it's not that hard. You guys have it
Make a
hard.
fire. Not to worry. It'll be a big bonfire.
Okay, if we're talking about this tonight, though, then and in the morning we're going to be gone. We should build the imitations of us tonight under darkness. Then, in the morning, Alistar, you can light a bonfire, and it'll appear that we're sitting around the bonfire.
That does sound like a great plan. I'd be happy to do.
Okay, so I think that's what we're gonna do then. We're gonna build like rough replicas of us as much as possible, that hopefully fool them from far away.
Chosen before they leave will cast Firewalk on all of them, but he'll do it as a ritual.
Let's see if there's any
Okay.
animal that kind of looks human. I might cast conjure animals. Just have them just sitting around the fire as if they're us.
Oh, like
Wait, animals? Like, are you like? Okay.
Sometimes if there's an animal that's kind
Give me a
of
survival check. I mean, I don't know about humanish, but give me a survival check.
yeah, you just sound like orangutans, and then you hang out on the fire.
Let's just go grab a
Could you
monkey,
ima-
guys. You guys are the
Could you
worst.
imagine the
monkey's a
goblins
good
get up there and
idea.
there's a whole bunch of orangutans sitting there like
That sounds like a pretty good idea to me, actually. I like that.
Apes
No.
together. Oh.
They have apes. That should be a thing, right? That's an ape. Ape is a thing. It's totally a thing. I can get, because they're half. I can get 4 of them.
So you
Pretty
want to
good.
get you want to get just 4 apes?
We'll have 4 apes hanging around the fire.
And how long do these last?
That would last 1 hour.
You got it. Okay.
Not perfect, but it gives us an hour of. We'll have the
Good.
bonfire. We'll have 4 creatures around,
You
And
got it.
chose at the owlbears.
and we have extra.
I'm
clothing,
taking
maybe,
the owlbears with
clothing.
me.
Yeah. But we're leaving before you, so you'll be there with them.
Yeah.
You can hang out with the apes. It'll be cool.
That's right, they're apes, not monkeys.
Chosen and the apes.
So you're gonna only leave
Let's-
4 then, not 5, to represent 5 of you.
Not 5.
There's only 4 apes.
Only 4.
Because conjure animal, if they're
Oh, you could only be 4. Gotcha. That's why I was just asking because
Well, Chosen doesn't
Well,
need to be there. We don't
Dr.
need
That's
to.
true,
Gunther
that's
will
true,
at
that's
least,
true.
as an artificial, he'll build like one like dummy guy.
okay.
So we have an extra.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll give my shitty robe to the ape.
I'm gonna take Henry's coin, kiss it, and just put it in my pocket.
Okay.
Chosen doesn't know how it fucking works.
You got it. Give me a d20.
What's that?
Give me a
I
yeah.
have no idea how it works. So I
Welcome
hope,
to Henry's curse and blessing. You'll
Mhm.
find out. You'll find out.
I don't know if it's odd or even, or if it's above 10 or below 10. I have no fucking.
Well, Chosen, you kiss it and you take a deep breath. You thank Henry for the coin, and you head on toward your day, feeling pretty confident in things before you.
Fantastic.
So, Chosen, you and the owlbears head out. Correct.
You do. Yeah, I cast ritual water walk. Everyone, so we're just kind of gliding on the snow, but prior to them leaving. But
Okay.
I head out.
So, as you begin to head out, your team begins to assemble their ape scene with the contraption dummy that is also being built by the doctor. As such, let me get you something to look at. Good Sir Chosen is taking a stroll. What a brave man. As you head off to the lower one, right? Obviously.
No, you're gonna.
No, whichever one did I?
You weren't told which one.
Oh, but you said once I got closer.
Oh, got it.
I
When you got
would
there,
be
you
able
would.
to discern.
Gotcha.
which of
Like
the
that's
two
a good.
it
Yeah.
was.
But I mean, so yeah. But I mean, technically, the only one you can walk toward to discern would be the lower one. So you're heading toward it. Here we go. Do you see your little token? You guys all see this little entrance here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. Chosen. You see this
Not sure if
massive
this is
fortress
the
before
one.
you.
Saying this out loud as you said, Chosen. Not sure if this is the one. lower one. He going to check out tournament before he go to top one.
As you go to step forward, you see. Whoops, the token's not working. 1 second.
A green blob.
You would see this individual come around as he's just like, he like seems to be struggling to try to speak, and he's just. He speaks Goblin. It would seem as if he was trying to speak Common for a brief second. And instead, he speaks Goblin, and in doing so, he tells you, "The meeting is in sight." He starts looking around.
Here? Point straight.
Kind of just moved his hand, gesturing you forward as he is going to make a perception check. As he scouts out around you as you start approaching him. He waits for you to continue. He sees the owlbears. He just kind of like takes a big whiff, goblins are weird. Takes a big whiff of the owlbear.
Chosen just kind of shrugs and goes forward.
He watches them all as the three of you guys walk inside. You see the hallways do look like the correct location. This is the right zone.
Interesting. Chosen's gonna talk to the goblin.
So, as you are talking to the goblin, I need the doctor to give me a Arcana check.
How long have you been in Stronghold?
Real quick, Dr. Gunter.
Bonus, Jesus Christ, what a roll!
You hear Chosen about to speak about location after hearing discussion of someone nearby in Goblin talking to him. And then he goes quiet. There's almost no immediate, there's no fizzle, there's no buzz, there's no static. It's just quiet, like he just isn't talking. So there's no interference, at least not in the scientific matter. Also, what is Team B doing? As Chosen has probably walked a solid 15-ish minutes of his good time into, up into the actual fortress itself and heading down into the first outer hall.
So
what was the last thing they heard?
Sorry, say that again, Chosen.
What was the last thing they heard that I said? What was the last
you conversing with the goblin right before you mentioned any confirmation of the location? You speak to the goblin as he like welcomes you guys in. They hear the goblin speaking to you. So they know that you were accepted, I guess.
I did say
there was any
the meeting in here?
Yeah, you did say that. And then after you've entered is where they pretty much lose connection.
Got it.
Unbeknownst to them, of course, because they can't see you. Well, is any of you guys keeping watch from up above with any kind of, I don't know, telescope or some shit that you guys might have in your back pocket? Or sack of crap?
Well,
I'll say Clee could have one if he wants one.
He's got like...
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, so you guys were going in advance, technically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, real quick, can you guys, Team Knuckleheads...
going there either, because I also casted Conjure Animal. I don't know if they're not showing up for some reason, but it's not a big deal.
Oh, you mean the apes?
But just the spell casting, he was also saying that he didn't get it. Spelled it.
Wait, sorry, hold on. Come again.
What showed it? John and I both.
I said pass without trace. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, you guys haven't even moved yet, so I haven't asked for any rolls, so you're good in that matter. So it'll be +8s after. Is that what you're trying to say, Darko, or you mean it's not in your character sheet? I mean, Darko.
No, I mean, yeah, I don't know why it's showing Darko on there either, but like, I clicked on the standard roll on my sheet for pass without a trace, and it says like it shows that it consumed a spell slot, but it didn't show up.
It's because it says you're still concentrating on Hunter's Mark. Oh, how about now? Check. It's telling me it's because you Have hunters mark, so let me delete. Yeah, Jesus, 3,600 seconds. Okay. So now it's
Casting another spell. Let's see if it does show.
You know, it's
Yeah.
interesting that it's not showing for you. It's not showing for me either, and I'm actually using your sheet. Can anyone cast a spell?
I never can.
I think I
Yeah,
tried,
casting
but
magic missile. Nope, not showing. It
What
let me
the-
cast it, I think, but
Well, Chosen can though,
Chosen
so
can.
Chosen's got the abilities.
it's just you guys. Weird.
is it because they're not on the field?
Oh, you know what?
Oh,
That could
that
very
makes sense.
well be it. That could very well be it. One second.
Nice, good
Look
one,
at you
man.
guys.
Look at the
So then
big
that
brains
means-
on this one.
Oh yeah,
That-
what the hell? I thought you're supposed to be like
Oops.
an ogre.
Hold on, dude. An ogre.
The half orc.
That's true.
Okay, so you guys are over here in this corner. All right, boom.
There it is.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. So real quick, performance checks for your guys' assembly of your nativity scene. Oh yeah.
Horribly.
We thank God you had no part in it for the most. It was pretty much the doctor and Alistar's command of his monkeys. But let's see your performance, Alistar, for your direction. Oh, I thought I saw a 20, but there it was. All right, doctor.
Beautiful.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Marsh is trying to help as he's smoking that pipe. Where's the doctor? Are we losing the doctor? Is he not there?
He said he was going to be.
Well, he said he was
Oh.
going to be right back.
Okay. Well, he's a natural. We'll just say he evens out the odds and ta-da. What a beautiful
Oh,
display.
that's pretty good.
Nice.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby. So as you guys flee your scene and leave a pretty good distraction behind, because thankfully they're apes and you don't have to do much other than tell them what to do. You guys fly off. Is that the plan here? Or you guys walk?
No, we're walking.
Walking.
Okay.
Walk.
And you guys are gonna walk down and then try to hike up it. You got it. All right. So, Team B. Take you back, guys. Take you guys back here. Arrive on foot. I need a stealth check for the entire group. Your guys' goal is to head for the tree line.
Did you do best without trace?
Yeah.
Yes.
You do the plus
Oh, so we get stealth plus 10?
Yep.
10, yeah.
Okay.
This is where one is the fun. Chosen, give me a concentration saving throw just to see if a gut feeling kicks in. Damn, look at these guys. Give them a plus 10 and they perform real well. And boom. You decide, Chosen. Do you think your team is doing well or you're questioning their success so far as you're walking down this hallway?
Always questions their success. That's an easy one. Of course he's questioning their
It
success.
must be dead over there.
Chosen had already assumed that this was a solo suicide mission that Uthic had given him. He's
You
in
got it.
it.
You got it. Well,
That's why
luckily
he
your
gave
team
lots of cleaning to Alistar because he has no need for it after this.
is successful Naruto runners as they dash across the first gap and hit the tree line. As they do, you realize that the only direct route must be on the other side of the first incline of this pretty steep cliff that you would have to hike over. That is probably, so you imagine the route up to this one is through the lower fortress, and there's probably like a trail behind the next little range. So you guys can hike up all the way to the range.
Figuring this out prior to me even leaving, correct?
Well, they
What
wouldn't
we
have
had
seen all
determined.
these things
They would
technically
either be already in place, so they're finding this out
as
before I
they're
even
going.
left. Yeah, before I even
Yeah. So that's why I'm kind of like focusing on where they're at real quick, catching them up to where they are placed before you get on to the good moments.
Does
Okay.
Gunter have the ability to talk through his machine? Like, would he have told me these things? Does his machine relay messages?
Yeah. What would be? Oh, he's not here right now. That's the only catch. Yeah, that's the problem. Is that I think he's away from his keyboard. I would imagine he would be, so I'm sure he's giving a commentary rundown of whatever the fuck they're up to. I'm sure you have like a radio playing kind of for your moment, play by play, up until you get to the fortress and kind of lower the volume. So you would be aware of what they went through up to their position. So Team B, how do you proceed? You've seen two patrols and you've avoided them completely.
Just keep going. We're headed towards the top. So we have 1 hour, right? To try to
So
get
it
up
is
there.
considered difficult terrain, unless any of you guys have any fancy ways of climbing, making it easier.
I have the climbing gear.
Okay, that's a good start. We'll say the climbing gear can accommodate 2 people. Since you guys aren't proficient with it, and you only have 1.
Sure.
What's up?
I want to be the other person with the climbing. Actually, I have a climber's kit too for some reason.
Oh, there you go. Look, for some
we
reason,
picked him
you
up
guys
one-
probably took them. Yeah.
We got him one time.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Perfect. So now you guys have enough for all 4 of you guys, and I'm sure the doctor has some ridiculous mechanism that'll assist whoever he joins. So I need all of you guys to give me survival checks at. All right. Can I get survival checks at advantage as you guys successfully Naruto across the first opening to the tree line? Gunter, Doctor, what would you be? We assume you'd be given a play-by-play to Chosen, or prior to Chosen leaving to the fortress, of what you guys are going through. So your guys' first task was easy. You guys dash across and
with
avoid 2
advantage, damn.
platoons. Wow.
I'll do 2 rolls. I'll just do 2 rolls.
All
Wow,
right.
it got worse.
Even
What are you doing?
so as you guys
Oh,
are,
Can't Dr. Gunter just fly?
if he
I
chooses
can
to,
fly.
you guys are going up. Do you want to fly though? Does it make noise? What kind
Are
of
we
flying
going-
is this?
It's like a jet engine.
So
isn't
we're
it?
like going up the mountain right now.
There's no direct path. Yeah, you assume it's through the fortress, the lower fortress.
I wouldn't bother flying either. Like I would just immediately.
They're using climbing gear, and that's what the advantage was for.
Oh yeah, see, I don't need climbing gear. Like I would just spider up this thing because my suit has the upgrade. So.
What's the upgrade?
Well, I have. Hold on, I'm pulling this.
The climbing upgrade, duh.
Yeah, the climbing thing. You automatically go up walls.
He spent a cool platinum on that thing.
Oh, it says I was still doing fly. Wow.
Okay. So you activate it. Okay, 1 minute retreat. So you touch yourself.
Yes.
Gross.
I'm selfish. But you know, again, to retcon this, like this is like part of his gear. Like he can't give you this kind of thing. Like his gear just immediately
It's like attuned to itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go into spider climb mode. So the doctor makes it look really easy, and still somehow knock a couple loose rocks due to the weight of the machinery and the snow. Where it's false surface. You know, you hit it, and then there's a little snow avalanche, spittle, nothing crazy, but you know, a little plume of dust here and there, but no noise for the most part. The rest of you guys do really well. Yeah. You guys do fine. As you guys are like bohemians going up the elephant in Moulin Rouge, and as such, we'll say you guys get probably about 50 minutes in, Clee, and you know that the time is now ticking. You guys are about. I mean, the doctor can go right away. That's not a problem. But you guys are still following the pace of your limitations of the human body. So I will need. I need this time a athletics or an acrobatics, whichever you prefer.
Would I need to do
Is
that
it with
too,
advantage?
No, you're fine. Yes, for the other thing. The doctor is void of such.
Oh, it's with advantage. Shit. Okay.
Acrobatics with advantage, you say?
Or strength, whichever you wish. Or athletics, sorry.
16 is good.
A little bit.
Oh boy.
As you see Klee
He
and
does look
Marsh
tired.
easily moving their way up, Alistair seems to be slowing behind in the rest of the pack. During this
Can't
time.
you just misty step up the mountain?
Well, you see, Alistar's
Need
not
a
that
rest.
smart.
You're moving so fast.
Doctor, since the doctor is the only one that doesn't have to focus on the climbing, I'll give you a perception check of the scene below and see what you see in the sense
Alright.
of threats or other potential adversaries.
Perception. Wisdom randomly is not my strongest point, but okay, boom,
Alright.
my sensors are activated.
You look
Ooh.
around, and if this team doesn't hurry the fuck up, for sure someone's going to be seen.
We must move on. Come on, guys. Alistair in particular, either fall or climb faster.
Motherfucker, I'm
we're at
coming
decision
now,
point.
you stupid robot.
Alistair, at advantage, give me whatever you want. What do you want? What do you roll, and how does it benefit you to climb up this thing as you're pissed off and after the doctor at this point?
There is no anger one. Let's call it a what would it be? Performance, because like I'm really pissed and brain.
For sure.
Just let me know if you want me to cut your rope, Alistair.
You son of a bitch!
This is not going well.
The doctor, unbeknownst, one of the spider legs is like pushing snow over you as you're climbing. It's just like pelting down and skin in your eyes, making it hard for you to focus. Clee and Marsh, you guys do manage to get to the top with the doctor onto a ledge. Let me go ahead and change this for you guys using artwork to where you guys are now. And I think we're most.
Question: how close are we before he's going to be seen?
Well, no, that time has passed. That's about to happen next. Let me hide these two.
Invisibility.
Unless you have like a reaction of some sort.
I can do lots of things, but I don't know that I'm being seen.
Yeah,
so,
it's more.
Well, like I'm aware of it, right? That he's about.
Yeah,
to be
you
seen.
are, Doctor.
So
Yes.
would this be something that would have to be like a bonus? Like
That's what I mean. Like
that's
it
how
would be like
fast?
a reaction sense of.
Okay, let me see if I have anything that can be a bonus.
If Marsh
1
knows
second, I gotta refresh my.
you need to help me, that's all on you.
There we go. So that will put you guys up here. Marsh right here, and Alistar is on the other side below. Like, say we'll just put about maybe 25 feet.
Ooh, that's not so bad.
Look at that! Put him back there. How cool is that?
Hey, couldn't he misty step up?
Say it again.
Can he just misty step up there?
I mean, if you wanted to, but he doesn't. You guys are just telling him hurry up, and he's very defiant.
I don't know. If I knew, I can like. I can jump up there. I can turn into a bird. All sorts of stuff.
So it's
second.
your guys' reaction. Yeah, like he doesn't have that reaction moment. It's for really the doctor or Lee or Marsh.
They could tell him, but then
and then at that point you will still be seen. Then he would have
I
an
hate to
opportunity.
admit it. If he knows he's about to be seen, Dr. Gunter cuts throat and makes him start dropping.
Okay, does Clea ever stop him?
Yeah.
No, a real quick thing. Like he'd be climbing up behind you, just be like,
Okay. Just cuts the rope. Alistar, give me a dexterity saving throw unless you choose to use any terms of interaction.
No, let's start with the dexterity saving throw, and if it does work out, I'm going to pass the ball myself.
Do you scream or do you
Oh my god.
chosen? Give me an advantage.
Oh my god.
coming down as this is happening.
Yeah, this is happening.
Starting to come down.
Are we still
You-
hidden at the top from Pass Without Trace, or are we? Is
Oh
it up?
yes, the three of you are fine.
Okay.
It's
Perception with
Alistair
advantage.
yes. You're going through, you just hear like a as you look and you see some kind of blob falling from the mountain range. And then you hear, I'd assume, Dr. Gunther speaking to you and kind of giving like a oh shit. I mean, I don't know what you say,
Situation
Doctor.
update. He almost was seen. We had to do the most probable to prevent him from being seen. Anyways, continue on.
Chosen.
Now,
You
on the flip
also
side, and hear him.
you also see a platoon that all are staring up in the same direction as you as the sound descends, and then just Alistair,
I
you
assume I'm
manage to
fucking
quickly
dead.
catch a branch nearby. You do take half of this damage, and
want
you
to do
did
that.
catch yourself. But you do catch yourself. Like you know
All
you're
right.
good. You rolled well enough to see the tree branch, and you're like, I'm gonna catch myself. Like you got
That's
this. You're
fair.
like, oh, I catch it. Boom, and you catch it. So you just take 5 points of just bludgeoning,
Am I close
and
enough to scream at them?
oh yeah,
Wait,
it's-
No.
you can do whatever you.
Oh my god. Is this how it felt playing with Henry?
Absolutely.
You cut the road.
Yeah, because he
Are
has a
you
million.
insane?
He has a million abilities to prevent himself from getting damaged. He could have just easily misty stepped to the
So
top.
what do you
He could
yell
have done
at?
all these things.
What do you yell?
Are you insane?
And this is also, by the way, assuming that anyone saw me cut the rope. It would be a real quick thing.
I mean, they'd assume that it had to have been you. I mean, who else? No one else.
Did
would have
they
hit the rope.
see? They all they know is it
fair
could have
point.
snapped.
Marsh,
I would go look at
Marsh
the rope.
inside check.
How did this happen? I wonder.
Nat 20s over your watch.
Insight. Okay.
Ooh, Clee's a dumbass. So I don't know how he survives.
Oh my god,
Okay.
that was almost
Marsh.
a one.
You know Clee couldn't have done it. You have a pretty good gut feeling, but you don't have any proof.
Is the rope not cut?
Oh, it's cut, but you can't prove it was the doctor. You can prove it wasn't Clee, but you can't
Well, I
prove it
didn't
was.
do it.
Yeah, I mean, you know that, but at the end of the day, you don't have any physical proof. You just have the knowledge of proof.
Okay, I just turned to the doctor. I go, "Did you cut this rope?"
Yes, and let me tell you why. It was the most probable route that we wouldn't
As
be detected.
Alistar is yelling at you guys in the background.
And now
Yell for a
the
minute.
fool is still
Okay.
yelling. Do you know how many things he could have done to prevent himself from falling and taking damage and not
But-
being seen?
What was the
Doctor,
point?
you've made an error in judgment because you don't know Alistair as well as we do, I guess. Because-
I had thought he wasn't a fool. I had thought
Chosen,
that.
you
That's
see
my
the
problem.
platoon marching slowly toward the subject of previous made noise. They aren't rushing. They're kind of like nonchalantly just waiting to watch what happens next. As they all have their backs to you.
Sending.
Okay.
This is gonna go down. He casts sending.
They walk far enough away toward your team that you can avoid them completely.
Yeah.
I mean, your team is doing great. So who do you send to?
Alistar.
Okay.
Platoon coming your way.
I would hear that too, though.
Son of a bitch. They
Oh, wait,
really.
no, because
No, you wouldn't.
Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll calm myself down.
Chosen going down to lower and see what happens. And then Chosen set it off.
Okay. With this, Alistar, give me a stealth check. Unless there's any other things you wish to do.
Was I
You have
close
one
enough
action.
to misty step my way up, or do I need to polymorph to get up there?
You're probably about 45 feet away.
Wait, I get a +10 on this stealth.
Go for it.
So I still have pass without trace.
Wait, do you have to be in a range, Lee? 30 feet, isn't it?
30 feet when I initially cast it.
Oh, okay, so it's on them afterwards.
I believe so, yes. for an hour.
Okay. It says initially 30 feet, and then, or does it say within 30 feet of you?
Let me read it. So, a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a +10 bonus to checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage.
I'll
So
let
maybe
it
it's-
stick.
Yeah,
I feel like it should be 30, but I'll let it stick.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's fine. So, yeah, 24. You're still.
I meant to do stealth.
Is it the same thing?
Is it? Oh, okay. Then it doesn't
No,
matter.
I don't know. Is it?
I mean,
It is
I mean,
the same thing.
yeah, theoretically. Okay, no worries. So, nonetheless, you are wall-headed. Do you polymorph at this moment?
Yeah, if I'm not close enough, then I will polymorph.
What do you polymorph into?
I'm just gonna be an owl because that represents
Can
me.
you drop polymorph for me real quick?
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow, what's happening?
I just don't like the way he said that. That's what I'm saying.
Hunter Animals goes bye-bye, by the way. But it doesn't matter. They were about to go anyways.
Oh, what I miss.
Bye, apes.
Oh, but don't worry, there's still one fake person there.
Oh,
Okay, so you turn into what owl?
Just an owl.
Just an owl. Okay, so
Yeah.
common owl.
I mean, I don't want it to be too conspicuous with a giant owl.
Okay. And what was your intention before you turned into the owl?
So I'm gonna kick off, flap my wings, because I'm gonna be an owl. I'm gonna jump off. The idea is I just want to get up there and peck the eyes out of whoever the heck cut my rope.
Okay, so now I just gave you the ownership of the owl and stuck it in your guys' party list. You are an owl. You must use the stats of such owl. You have an intelligence of 2.
Yes.
So I need you to roll for me an intelligence check at disadvantage as you attempt to recall the purpose of what you wanted to do upon turning into this owl.
Okay. Second disadvantage. Here it comes.
Turned into the stupidest creature in the animal kingdom.
Yeah, right.
You fly out of the tree branch. You kind of just you look around. You're an owl. You know that down there is bad. You don't know what's up there. You just know that a bunch of green things are negative aspects in life at the moment. So
No.
you're gonna have to. You can check every turn to see whether or not you can presume your goals. Okay, but I'm just letting you know you chose the creature that has the least bit of intelligence. So it's gonna be really hard to get what you want out of
Wow.
this.
He immediately forgets who he is at all.
That's amazing. I didn't know that would happen. That's great.
Too good.
Okay, so
Okay.
with that,
that's a high quality thing that just happened.
so there's that real quick. If you guys really want to know what his capabilities are, you guys are going to have observership, so you can pop into the
1 HP.
the player group and go. It's above Marsh's token. You can just click on it and see what his great stat sheet looks like. It is a very efficient.
Perception? Or very perceptive, dude.
So,
I'm amazing.
shows.
I have a higher dex now, though.
Let's get back to the other end of the
Everything
story.
happened after Gunter hears me. I'm in now. Now he cannot hear me.
Yes. And we are back with the two of you. Let me grab your owl bears just for visual aspects. Cool. All right. So you are continuing down hall after hall after hall.
Kind of taking in the scene, trying to.
Yeah. You as you look around, you see that this place is pretty fucking nice. It definitely wasn't built by these assholes. This seems to be of old creation. They does not seem to be giant in nature because the steps seem to be common to your own footsteps and even the goblins. So you get a sense that what some humanoid-sized race lived here at some point or another, and whatever happened, the goblins have been here for some time.
Coulvyrn kind of just like brushes his finger on
the granite, whatever, what have you,
to kind of get the feeling of it. And
it's
as he assumes he is an honored guest, like he kind of like takes his opportunity to like take it all in.
Absolutely. As such, you continue going through, and you get brought forward to a twisting stairway heading up along the side of the mountain. It's still within the same fortress. You're not leaving it in any way or another. You're heading up to second floor, it would seem. And as you head up, this individual here stops and he gurgles back in Goblin. And you understand him to say, "Your creatures can stay in the barn."
So you come with me.
He kind of like snuffs toward you and like growls with his teeth. He's tiny compared to you. I mean, he's probably 4.5. Between that and the stuffings of his shoes, probably. And the owlbears one of them could probably lay on him and stop him from moving from the looks of it. But he does seem to stand some sort of ground. Briefly, is there any sort of action, or do you wish to intimidate or anything in that nature?
If chosen considered honored guests, these are chosen's allies. They come with chosen, where chosen go.
You say you come alone.
I told Coulvyrn, come with our verse.
I no see that. On screen shit. He like unravels a little paper. He just says, "Fine." And he continues the rest of the way with you up the stairway. In doing so, bringing you
Chosen's
to...
going down. His owlbear's going down with him.
He brings you to a grand stand of a view. You see this beautiful just mountain top, and it's looking in the opposite direction, so you don't see the fortress. The fortress would be behind you from where this is. And almost everything here is just comforting.
Understand complex now.
And then you see coming from the side. Oh, his token's not working either. 1 second.
Mr. Coulvyrn.
Standing at a mere 4.5 feet. He claims 5.
The big man himself today?
Comes out from the corner. He's in these like beautiful, like this beautiful coat that looks to be very furred and warmth, and he has this like old kind of like tunic top that seems almost very old era. As he slowly struts up from around, and he goes, "Ah, my guest." He heads up to his little throne and places himself. He doesn't sit down, but he stands there before you. He puts out his hands, and you just see like this real, like strangely sharp claws. "I hope you had a relaxing walk."
Well, then no think about it relaxing or not. To walk.
Then to ponder it now, would you say it was or wasn't?
Let me think. It wasn't just stairs. Up in space. A cool 3 minutes.
He's patient. He's real patient.
Looks back up.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't think it would walk. It was just walk.
I see. Any events occur on your way here? Any troubles at all?
That Johnson could think of.
Would you describe your allies that I do not have the privilege of meeting, as I am a visionary, if you understand what I mean?
Let me start from the top. I was Captain Man. He was a man. Then no longer man. He turned into Dragon Man.
Was he blue?
Oh, Captain Man turned blue.
Ah,
Dead.
that was you also.
Captain
I
Man
am sorry about your friend.
It was a very bad day. We got over it quickly. And there's crossbow man. He carried crossbow called Luet.
Ah, he puts out his hand, and as he does, you see another goblin walk in. This one coming from the left. Oh my god, sorry. None of these fucking pictures are like they're ready on their token thingies, but not. So I can show you this. Boom. So it looks like he has like a little football helmet with antlers, little like mask horns, and little horns popping out from the top, covering his head. He seems to be that of a more shaman-like nature compared to the other goblin. As he carries with him in his hands a crossbolt, more than half his size, completely clean, except for the tip. Still holds a little frost of snow in which where they found it. You see Coulvyrn put his hands out to it as this individual walks closer and displays it to him. Would you say this belongs to this Marsh character?
Many bolts. It could be
So-
because he shoots lots. I not know.
Does he shoot bolts that are magical and infused with very unique properties? Perhaps. Wait. You see him put his hand over it, and there's like a little flicker, like a jolt of energy between him and it. Ah, yes. I hear it crying out, Luan. Tell me about this, Luan.
Chosen told you, Luet. That's his name. That's what crossbowmen call it.
It is not. It is a thing.
Chosen not know his relationship with crossbow.
This man, Marsh, carries an awakened crossbow. Intriguing. Do tell me more.
Chosen only know that a crossbow shoot bolts.
I mean the rest of your party. I'm getting
Oh.
the image now.
That is it.
Ah,
Other two
So,
just kind of
he
joined
puts
us.
his
I
hand
don't
out
really know
and
them.
you see like a mold forming before him in like the set of a snow globe, and it has this ridiculous scene of a makeshift camp, and where the apes were, there's now just like frozen, like just ice, kind of like frozen, like their place in time as they disappeared. The ice itself still settles, and Coulvyrn goes, "Is this your sleep? I invited you yesterday. Why would you wait?"
Chosen not know. We want rest.
You want rest. Yes, of course, of course.
Do you know how far we came to get here? We want rest too.
No, it was a misunderstanding why you came here. Indeed.
So, misunderstanding.
You
Yeah.
wanted the Goblin King. Got him. You've got Coulvyrn, the Goblin King, south of the mountains. You killed him. You watched him die. Yes, he bragged about there being another. Yes. There once were 7 Coulvyrns. This is not new. But yet you searched for him after he was gone, so you found another. And you traveled so far, leaving so much behind, to approach me In hopes of what?
Currently chosen approaching you in hopes of talking and understanding. The honored guest doesn't never do anything bad when honored guest.
What can I do for you now that you have come all the way here?
Why you send armies down south?
Again, that was not me. It was not mine. My platoons protect my fortress. You've seen them. I am a mere 500 strong. I have a handful of grand generals, and these two included.
Doesn't cocks an eyebrow like the fuck
Give me an
would
insight
it not
check.
be him?
Give me an insight check. The team of 3 above and the owl. The owl, what is your intent?
I want to fly up there.
Okay. You can fly up there easy enough. As you do, you see 3 humans.
I want to determine if one of them can
You have this weird thought of a rope for being an owl. Give me
I
an
wanna
insight
remember
check
if
at
I'm human.
disadvantage. Give me an insight at disadvantage. The 3 of you guys do what along this ledge? You see a small owl fluttering around.
I'm sorry, I take some umbrage at that you said it noticed 3 humans. I'm not a human.
It doesn't know that. It's an owl.
Um,
I mean,
my
it's an
God.
owl. Is it like an?
Oh my God.
Is it a giant owl or
It's
is
a
it
tiny owl.
It's
It's
a
just
tiny
regular
owl.
tiny owl.
barn owl? Okay.
It's
That was a
like a
regular
barn
owl.
owl. Yeah.
Oh
Give me a
wow, that's
regular
cute.
owl.
I
This is
haven't
a
seen a
strange
barn
place.
owl this far north before.
Yeah, this is a strange place for a barn owl. Wait,
Should we save it?
where is the fool?
It's gotta be Alex.
Give me a perception check, Clee, as you look over the ledge. As you do so,
Also doing a perception check.
okay.
See if they have food on them. There's a mouse nearby. Owl.
They do have some sort of ration on them. I mean, owls are willing to guzzle down anything. So,
It's like I'm going for it.
Clee, you poke your head down, and the first thing you see is a platoon of about 80 below, gathered, all focusing up. And as they see you, you hear echo toward you. You hear the stomping as they all kind of begin their march and they head toward the first fortress. It would assume that the only way to you would have to be to travel through. It would seem you have some time. So you come back over as you look over Clee and finish your inspection. There is no food.
It appears we have attracted a crowd, and lost our fool.
Well, I think that's an improvement.
I must agree.
Like Marsha's the only OG member at this point, so these dudes don't care.
So Marsha's like, guys, remember, he was who could get us out with the owls. If we needed
Owls! Bing! You guys all look at the owl that's looking around like
Oh well,
it's pecking at you guys.
I
Alistair, give me an
did
attack
not
on one of
need
them.
the owl.
Here, sorry, let me one second. Dupe. And
The fool is the owl.
you have to target, that's why. And then here, your tokens here now. I had all you guys invisible, that's why.
You're saying the fool is the owl? Really?
Yes.
I'm the fool?
You see the owl swing down towards Clee. It just starts flailing towards Clee as Clee is like, yes, it's this one.
This is definitely the fool.
No, you have food on you. Give it to me.
Can I just grab it by the wing and just like?
He has flyby, so you technically cannot take a reaction against him.
With that, I would target him.
Yeah, if you want to attack him, but if you wanted to
dispel
like
magic on him.
Okay. What level is polymorph?
4.
4. So give me a roll.
Just roll it. Roll it. You can also just, I have 1 HP.
Watch you choose
Smack
to
me.
stay an owl.
The Alistar Owl. One of the best guys. One of the best. So it'll be your D20 plus your spell modifier. Or whatever you use for
I would
spellcasting.
level my arm, and it would like glow red and be like, dispel magic, and try to like pull it into me and see if something happens.
Okay.
Cool.
Roll for me,
I like
so
that.
let's see. You see the owl just whoop. No fucking.
Is it me that has to roll, or
Yeah,
him?
it's you. It's you.
Oh,
I get what, 11 or
You have to
something?
What
get
do I
above,
roll?
You have to roll a D20
above
plus your spellcasting
14.
modifier, which is your intelligence. So it would be a +4 with the D20. You have to beat a 14.
Oh,
It's a level 4
It's
spell.
higher than I thought it would be.
So I just roll a normal D20 plus 4.
Yep.
Okay.
Isn't it +8?
It is his spellcasting ability, not his
Oh, gotcha.
attack. Yeah. Nice. So as you do, you, Alice, would
out,
have
fall on my
been 10 feet up. Yeah, you pop out, and Klee, give me a con. Let's see if you get knocked down with him. Give me a con saves, Klee.
I was attacking him at the time, wasn't I?
Yeah, like he's like you just see a big old Alistar, and Klee breaks Alistar's fall. Klee takes a total bludgeoning damage of 8%. Wow,
Oh
of
my
11
God.
points of bludgeoning damage from surprise attack.
You motherfucker!
Thank you for breaking my fall. Thank goodness that would have hurt.
You are both welcome.
My fucking rib!
I don't know if I'm ever going to do that to anybody again. What a torturous experience.
That fool! Oh,
So
he's just kind of trying to catch his breath on the ground right now.
you got it. So you guys are here real quick. Sorry. As such, what do you do next? As you guys are now all full, alive, human, speak. Alistar, what are you inciting?
I remember. Wait a minute. Somebody tried to kill me. Who cut my rope? Who did it?
Of course, it was me. I did not try to kill you, though. You should have done a much more logical thing and just survived without making a noise.
This chemistry class all over again. You don't just mix somebody else's chemicals. Are you crazy?
As you guys are complaining to each other, you all hear a chime. Ding! Ding! And it's about 50 feet away or so on your guys' floor through an open double doorway.
Do
Alice,
we go?
Where the fuck is Chosen?
Right. Funny. Chosen it. Been watching him, right?
Well, my best guess is probably that way. And they just
Okay, so
point
we're
off
just
in the
gonna go-
general direction of the other.
Marsh,
other
it finally makes sense. They wanted your healer first. That's why Chosen, they got him.
Would Marsh recognize that? That's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell Marsh, but I don't know if he was.
Yeah,
if he's
yeah.
present. Yeah, okay. Like he's a battle expert. Like he's seen the craziest of military strategies. Do you guys go toward the sound or do something else?
I thought we were waiting on Marsh to see if he tells us anything here.
Well, yeah. Well. So do we know?
You guys do not know Chosen's in danger.
Yeah,
You
like we
guys
don't
just
know.
have no- yeah,
we haven't
you
heard
guys-
any of that stuff. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Fuck. Then let's go towards the noise, I guess, because we don't know that Chosen's currently. I know Chosen's missing, so we probably should at least figure out where we are.
You know, I love Chosen more than anybody. And then I wipe my forehead with the cloth he gave me. He's dead, and we should go.
I said that we should have never come here. I said it multiple times. We should just go home.
Yeah.
And anyways, I'm working on the Chosen to Die series. He has to die to publish this book.
The only way we'll be able to sell any copies.
Did you get that quote from Henry before he passed? Oh no, you didn't. Damn. So you guys do head down, or you guys go a different route, or you jump back over the ledge?
I'm not completely stupid. I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself before we go.
You got it. You cast mage armor on yourself. That is a wise decision. As you guys head down along it, and it curves, and as it's curving, it's giving you a nice front view of the other fortress below. As you walk up and poke your heads into the doorway, you see that it's another balcony opening, just more privatized. Before you all is a setting for 4.
Fuck.
It
Four of
appears
you
we've been had.
Welcome, my esteemed visitor. Take a seat and enjoy the view.
View. I want the view.
The view of Chosen dying. I'm pretty sure we're gonna watch him fucking die from this.
100%.
Who's talking?
So I don't know that my character cares that much, so he
Nope.
just marches over and sits down and just like,
I straight up
all right.
push you guys out of the way to get my chair. Nope, I'm sitting there. That's my spot.
No.
I feel like this is the best view.
Oh god, so good.
I feel a little guilty, but I didn't know him that well.
I am starving.
Chosen. The entire time this is happening, while they're at the dinner table, and you were inciting Coulvyrn, you get the sense that you believe him. Not only that, he shows you what your asshole friends are saying and doing, letting you know that they are alive and well. As promised, a feast they could not miss.
I knew they were assholes.
The owlbear stomachs are grumbling.
You should say great
Let me
things
be
about
Frank Coulvyrn. I've been tasked
Say it again, sorry.
to be Frank Coulvyrn. I've been tasked by divine order to take you down. Now, as your esteemed guest, then would not spill blood on your ground.
So you wish to
Chosen.
challenge me to serve a god? Interesting.
Chosen knows
If I accept your
how far
challenge,
you have ascended.
I will offer you a choice. If you believe you have the power to strike me down, you can come to this hall with your allies and face me and my trainee. Not my army. No, my patrons. As I provide them their power, I give them their origins of substance. And you see this one right here begin to kind of bloom as and duplicate as he starts to shatter it from the reality of before you, showing off some talents that you may have seen Alistar do. You did not expect a goblin to do. And then you see Coulvyrn put his hands out, and 2 more individuals right next to you guys appear. Let me make sure your images are right. This is what you guys see. You see this dude. And more. Boom. And sorry.
These were the generals, I'm assuming, that I saw standing next to him.
No, actually. These are 3 different individuals. And they all seem to give off intense arcane abilities. As you see 2 more appear, and then this one stop its actions, you hear Coulvyrn go, "Witness my recent achievement. My own warlocks that come to me for the power of all there is to give. I don't grant a singularity of power. All 3 of them are the perfection of gods and beings that thought they were stronger than me. You wish to fight me. You must decide if you wish it to be alone or with your ally."
You saying fight him directly or fight his things?
Well, he earlier declared it as him and his 3. Like these are the 3 he's referring to as they appear. If you, like when he said, well, it's the other dude here is one of the generals. So the 3 he's talking about that are divine power are these 3, and you do get the room does feel like Alistar's Super Saiyan right now, but there's 4 goblins just standing here.
Or I fight him mano a mano.
You can clarify that with him, but it does seem as if he is referring that to you if you choose to do it alone. But he is showing you what he has. He has the power to gift power, is what he's showing you. Is kind of his bragging stand right now.
Whereas chosen was to assume he's trying to allude. Coulvyrn's trying to allude to the fact that he doesn't have physical abilities himself, but he has the ability to give powers to people.
But to Chosen's understanding, yeah.
So chosen by God do this. Chosen did not bring his friends. I guess. So, this task, this is Chosen's alone. As long as he goes, you and Chosen, warlock, and let Owlbear sit aside.
So you wish to stand before me as my honorary guest and challenge me in the same time?
Other than being frank, do you want to do it formally as guest? You pick time. Doesn't take place.
Well then. He looks toward his individuals here, and you see all 4 of them find a place off to the side. The rest of you, from your grand vacation hotel view, where everything is splendid and happy, you are presented with your first course. A beautiful rotisserie chicken that smells divine. It has the size of a warthog. This thing must have been plump wherever it came from. But I need all of you guys to give me savoring checks. So this is going to be a D20.
Savoring check?
Yes, it is going to be a D20 with your choice of one of your proficient saves. You should always have 2.
I don't even know what to roll here.
I totally missed everything that was happening.
Yeah, so was I.
Love it.
I was like
No, that's
there,
perfect,
and then
because
I was
you guys
also
weren't
trying to
even-
have. Yeah, and then
That's perfect.
we
No,
were
this savory
debating
check is
about,
for the meal. That's all. You guys are having a dinner right now.
so something we have proficiency in. At
Yeah,
all?
you should always have 2. as a save, a
Like for
proficiency
like
save.
chosen, he's proficient in wisdom saving throws.
Where
he
do I
has a
see
plus
that? 'Cause
7.
I got
It'll be on your character sheet. Yours are not. Oh yeah, it's the check marks underneath your stats. So it's con and intelligence for you. That's why it's an 8 and a 6.
What you said to do? Save?
Yeah.
Or smart?
Yeah, yeah. No,
Wait.
good. You're good. You did save. You did it right. I was just telling the doctor his. Perfect.
You won't do it. It's not an intelligence check. It's the one to the right where it's +8. That's the save.
Yeah, he still passed with a 20, so he's good. But yeah, it would have been a save with the higher roll. But you're good. Marsh, Clee, you guys are starving. You both dive in before Alistar and the doctor do. Alistar and the doctor, you may take your time to check the food before diving in, but it does look divine. And the other two don't care.
Garson, I need a taster. Eat a bite of here. A bite.
I'm gonna be right back.
I'm like
Waiter,
face first in the chicken.
There's no waiter. There's nobody serving us wine.
You see like things just appearing, like the goblet is filling.
Where's my busboy?
Like in Harry Potter.
You get the sense that give me an Arcana check, Alistar.
Alistair,
And here, what is
I
this?
swear that I met your father and he was kind.
Invisible servants.
Is that not your father, the little one that came that one day? Was he your butler?
You son of a bitch. You stop bringing up my past. No, very well I came to that school after my whole family died.
Oh, maybe I was thinking of someone else. You're so forgettable sometimes, Alistar.
I'm not forgettable. Everybody knows Alistar the Great. Everyone. That's why I'm great.
Well, I mean, some people think that. I'll give you that.
Intimidating. See.
Give me a con.
Dare talk about my.
Yeah, he sounds pretty convincing though, Doctor. I mean, anything over a 20, I feel is kind of like a handed.
No, he can counter it with something good.
But you could absolutely if you wish to. But it might, if as a DM judge,
guy's-
I'm never gonna say
Yeah, so
it's
my
over a
guy's
20.
not really like honestly, he just kind of forgotten some of Alistar's past, so he was just kind of making conversation.
Entering.
And so like at this point, I think he would think like, oh fuck, like I'd forgotten and this is some problem that I kind of want to try to get out
Gotcha.
of. Anyways, well, the wine is great. Anyways, Alistar, yeah, the wine is fantastic.
It is pretty good. Before I lost my father, he did teach me a little about wines.
Well, I'm sorry for
Let me
your
show you
loss.
how to aerate it
Clee, what do you think of the wine, Clee?
I'm just gonna like guzzle it. It's good.
Swine. That is not
Very
wine.
good. I'm just gonna like burp and just like start digging back into the chicken again. This is delicious. Oh,
I don't need a taster anymore.
It's
I
pretty
have
good
one
food.
here.
None of it seems to be tampered with. It all seems to be very legit. And Alistar, after seeing the way they've digested it and enjoyed it, you're pretty convinced that it's safe.
What notes do I get from the wine?
You get a little bit of brimstone, which is surprising because you don't see any ash soot or any ash soil here in the land. On top of that, there's a bit of pine, but you're not sure if that's just from the breeze in the air or the lips of your own tasting. However, there is some unique definement. There's no sediment in this glass, not even a small grain worth of noteworthiness. It's almost like the first wine you ever had where you didn't feel a single bit of chisel on the way down. It's just so miraculously smooth.
Hold it to the light. Very impressed.
As you say that, you all hear I'm glad you all are enjoying the festivities. Would we be okay with saying that you are curious of your fellow chosen and the very large turkeys he has with him?
Yeah. But he hasn't said anything in a while.
not in particular.
He has told me many things. But I feel as if you shall enjoy a meal as we discuss between us about what it is you may want to know about me or yourselves. Ignore the idea of your friend Chosen. Chosen, say hi. You can't see them, but you hear Coulvyrn talking to assumably them.
Right.
You guys all hear a quick, hey, that's confirmation of life. There, you see. Now you won't have to deal with him. The owlbears are with him, I assure you. But I like to know a bit more about my guests. Seeing you so rudely turn down my invitation, I figured I'd force the invitation upon you. I'm so glad you made it.
Help you out.
Next time, feel free to use the stairs.
A little voice in Chosen's voice, by the way, speaks back. I'm here too.
I didn't catch all that.
I didn't hear anything.
Chosen's voice is just basically on our side, speaking back to Coulvyrn. Hi,
Okay.
I'm here. There.
Chosen, you hear all this, by the way. They just don't hear you. So like Coulvyrn is just there, like
There are many.
and you're just hearing all their stupid crap. So you hear yourself talking back, and you're not there.
Doesn't know exactly what's going on.
The rest of you, any of you guys wish to respond?
I'm still eating.
You
Is
got
he
it.
like?
I just respond with a. Kidding. I just realized I wasn't muted. I was trying to get my dog to walk.
No worries. So,
I basically just want to convince him that he has the wrong Chosen. I
okay.
have wrong Chosen. I chosen. Chosen.
If you were chosen, tell me something only chosen would know.
Chosen is chosen. Oh, I know this. Chosen. Doesn't know.
Well then, beside you, Alistar, you feel a small, scarily long-fingered hand go over your shoulder, and you look to your right. The Doctor, Klee, and Marshy Wall see before you a 4'5" goblin albino, very Hugh Hefnery. Well then, would that mean Chosen is with Coulvyrn? Or you, Alistair, is with Coulvyrn? Does this feel convincing? And he slightly gives you a squeeze.
Very convincing. Marsh. Very convincing he's here, Marsh.
Okay. Look, I mean,
You! He raises his hand from Alistar and points it toward Marsh with like a little rangy finger. And mind you, Chosen, you see all of this. He's just standing there in front of you, like doing all these actions, and you imagine that you don't. When he says, "Is he here or there?" You don't know. You imagine whatever it is you imagine they're witnessing.
Yeah.
And you see him point at in the distance past you. Ah, you must be the owner of this. And he opens his coat, and on one little nail, he balances that perfectly finesse, and he starts rolling his nail in the same center point or pivot of where this crossbolt is, and you feel it for the first time, Marsh, like a little low note, kind of like one of those low chimes. What are they called? They have a word or something, toning setter or something like that. Ding.
Oh, like
The
a tuning fork?
Yeah, like a tuning fork. Yes, you get like a tuning fork vibe as you feel a urge from Luan beside you, yearning for this bolt.
That's interesting. Okay.
Do you respond to him?
As I'm getting squeezed. Marsh.
Yo, hey, give me that bolt.
He swirls around and tips it over, and you see it kind of float and just hover on the table with the piercing point facing you and that little bit of snow still on top.
Can I reach it?
Yeah, it's right in front of you. Ooh.
Is his hand still on?
I'm only gonna do that. Only gonna cast hold.
Yeah, you're gonna cast it?
No, not at this. Only if I deem I see a threat or attack of sorts, or currently what he is doing is not.
Yeah, no, he's not holding. He's not aiming it. He threw. He, in your understanding, he tossed the bolt toward Marsh, and none of them is screaming bloody
None
murder.
of this is I always know Alistair is overreacting. So.
You got it. We got someone crying wolf.
The moment I see a real threat, cast.
You got it.
So yeah, I'll reach. I mean, I'll fucking reach toward if it's out there, even if it's pointing towards me. I guess if I can, I would try to have the crossbow under the table pointed at him as I like reach over to grab the bolt.
Okay.
I don't know how far away it is, but that's what I.
It's like right in front of you, so you go to grab it, and as you do, you put your hand around it, and the weight comes to you immediately. It's heavier. It's not much, but it is heavier.
Okay.
But otherwise, seems legit.
Okay. Can I?
I mean, do you just like, I'm going to slide it over to the edge of the table and drop it onto Luann and accidentally pull the trigger as I pick it up? Is that what you're going with?
No, I'm just grabbing. I want to just examine it. I'm holding it.
Oh, yeah, you want to check it out? Absolutely. How do you want to go about this? You want to investigate it or you want to arcana it?
I'm not very good at either of those.
Otherwise, do you have another way of going about it that you want to go?
I think it'll be Arcana. I don't know that much about Luann. I know it's magic, and so if this bolt is also magic, I'm just trying to figure it out with Arcana, probably.
Okay, give me an Arcana.
Yeah.
Ooh, Marsh is rolling good tonight.
You know more about
Staring at
Arcana
it, Marsh.
than Alistar tonight. Ooh, this is a win.
You
That's
know
the way
exactly
every
why
night.
it's heavier. It is the snow at the tip, and it does not look like it weighs that much.
Okay.
And your better judgment tells you there's some magical bullshit with this thing, but you already know that. You just don't know the extent further. But you're absolutely confident that this thing has got some kind of bolster to it.
Okay. He just gave it to me. I look at him. I go, okay. I look at everybody else who's just like eating. I'm like, why did you give this to me?
It was yours. What is the phrase you all use? Fell into my yard. During, I believe my scout said, what were you doing? Bird watching, yes. Innocently enough. I believe that Dragonborn was murdered in the process, so we'll call it fair.
All right. I don't know about that, but I appreciate where you're coming from.
Excuse me, Doctor. How did it feel when the hill giants left you to the mountain giants who left you all on your own to survive out here? Why do you think you made it this far?
I was better off without them, actually.
Yes, and yet now here you are. If Dracula was the beast he still was had he not been killed, I'd probably be his runner-up, at least in this part of the region. Not to say I'm interested in gnome blood, but
call me when you're number one.
What was that? Sorry.
Call me when you're number one.
Yeah. I'm number one. That was easy. Would you like to see the body for proof?
Well, that was surprising. Guys, I have a bad feeling about this. I think we should, what is the term that those hill giants used once? Vamoose?
Oh, Marsh. Marsh.
The only
You
team
hear a
okay,
whisper
Settle,
in
Marsh.
your
Shoot
ear,
him
Alistar.
already.
okay, if you say shoot, he goes, alrighty. he just shoots, I guess.
Oh, you want to shoot?
I'll shoot at Coulvyrn, yeah. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
shoot.
he literally just flat out said, as he was going Marsh, I was like, yeah, I know, it's very dangerous. It looks very scary. But then he goes, just shoot him. He goes, all right. just,
Okay.
It's a shot off.
Coulvyrn is watching this and just like
Sure.
he still doesn't. He still has no. Like, he came to this guy. That's why he was franked. He's like, we will battle, but not
Okay.
not on your home turf.
So
He's
you
saying
you
this,
you
and he is not doing
pull the
anything.
trigger, Marsh. After chosen, you hear all of this commotion. But let's see what happens, Marsh. You pull the trigger. It will be flat. You can use whatever skill you want in the sense of how you shoot it, but it will be flat because you don't have view underneath the table itself, and you're assuming the bottom half of him from where you sit.
okay. I'm trying to actually hit him if I can. So I'm not going to do the extra damage at first. I'm just trying to hit him.
And this is with the bolt that was already loaded into Luan, not the magical one
Correct.
that was present on the
Not,
table.
not the magical.
Question: do I know he's about to do this?
No,
Like, no.
I mean, give me an insight check, but otherwise you don't understand the Marsh method.
Yeah, I guess like I haven't been with him all that.
Oof.
much, so-
Alistar's been screaming Marsh's name for the last bit.
The entire encounter. Yeah, Doctor, you get that sense, and as you do, I will allow you, if you wish, to be the reason why he misses.
Oh,
If you want to try to salvage
I
the
was
moment.
No, I was trying to like give him advantage here in some way.
As,
To
I would
do
say
something.
not enough time for that by the time you realize it, as Marsh would, because he was way ready to pull the trigger. It was already present there for probably the past couple scenes, as he had discussed already placing it there once I gave him the crossbow bolt. So I'll say you can react to it such as it misses, you hear it, and then a shatter below the table, and then two pieces fly off to the side. Now, question, Marsh, was that your magical bolt or a normal bolt?
It was a normal bolt.
Okay, you see the result nonetheless.
I'm gonna have
Doctor, what would you immediately do?
reaction. I'm gonna have this as a reaction. Just
So you cast
Or
it on
my
yourself.
suit. Yeah, my suit supercharges, so like I can like dash at any time. Just
You see the doctor go into like a little hyperglow, and he's like, as he says he has the ability to run away immediately. There's been no threats whatsoever.
oh well, yeah, after the fire, like I just immediately dash back like 30 yards. Just I will.
You
I
got
don't
it.
know why I keep
You
rotating
move.
now.
Coulvyrn doesn't budge. He just kind of smiles as he does. You see his whole row of about probably 25 or so teeth. Many, many, many more than a normal goblin would have. I see you're all a little jumpy. Chosen. Your friends assault me at a dinner I prepare for them. How should I respond? As an honorable guest.
Didn't know they were coming to dinner. You're scary, to be very honest.
And I give a gift and they shoot me with not the gift I give them. It's almost insulting. They might as have taken the time to load the one I had provided them. Instead, they fire a measly bolt at me and think it would hit me, and I didn't even have to move.
Well, it did
Chosen.
once
I do not know
almost
any other
take
way to
down
show
a
you my
fire
power.
demon.
Sorry, what was that?
But it did almost once take down a fire demon.
Azera. Yes, he told me about you. I told him not to bother in the recruitment. I did not see a purpose for you. I did not think you'd live much past the Great Worm, but here you are. Impressive. That is why I've invited you. Not that I am interested in your service, but to explain why your purpose here is mute.
Go on.
Huh?
Well, go on. Explain.
You see
Well, go
the
on,
dinner
explain.
table one release Alistar's shoulder
Thank God.
and walk to the front of the cliff, or the railing here, and he goes, puts his hands up with his back to all of you. Marsh, allow me to tell you a tale before you die again. But please load the one I gave you. Not to say you wouldn't miss with your bad aim, but at least if you hit me, it'd do something. Maybe. You all came out here because Chosen used his amazing abilities to find Coulvyrn. But you had just killed him. Is it not odd that another Coulvyrn would exist? Is there not another Alistar or Marsh walking these lands? You guys are all free to respond.
It seems to me I once read a story about a multi-headed dog that every time, oh no, I think it was a dragon. It's hard to tell. Hydralisk? Anyways, that every time you chop one down, another one arose. Are you like that?
Let us see. Alistar.
Yes,
Simile.
I have been learning about the multiverse. I understand the concept. I
He
have
tells you, he just
The
says
multiverse
simulacrum
is nonsense.
and stares at you to see whether or not you understand him.
do. I learned about it at the university where Dr. Goonie could have learned something too, it seems. He doesn't seem to
Imagine
recall.
the abilities of that power amplified by a god and a fiend in combat. And when affected, instead of 1, it gave me 6.
But all of our experiments failed. This was not
Yours,
supposed to be
theirs,
possible.
the powers that brought this to be were not something of an experiment. It was fate, chance, destiny, prophecy. You want to name it, you label it. And I have done nothing but try to stop all that have came to existence.
You
A
wouldn't
week
even
after
name
all
it.
of us, the 7 of us, rose the goblins from the mines in their ranks, got them all in order, made them all believe in the one. They all thought it was everywhere. I saw everything until one of us stopped communicating. Then another, then 2 more. And then the next night, 4 of us were dead. The other 3 left, took as many as they could convince. They revealed the secret that there were many of them, and they would lead them into greatness and continue their triumphs and their success. But instead of 1 mind, they'd have 3. However, one of those 4 left to be dead were not. And I found refuge in the north. A hill giant took me in, and I was not aware of my gifts. And so I made an enemy of them. I fled, only to realize that I was not the only one. I found many of my kind, and sent them out to go find more. Prove to them that I was the first, because I am the only one with the talents of them. The rest are strong, witted, and skilled, yes, deadly. But none of them can give gifts of power. Only I can. You have been after the right but wrong Coulvyrn this entire time.
Well, this is awkward.
That was
Chosen.
quite the story.
And to think that you are the right Coulvyrn.
I offer
Indeed
you,
are.
your friend, Chosen, an opportunity at the dismantling of power. And he accepted the terms. After all of your grand meals, you will bear witness to an event that only us here will ever speak of if we all escape history to share it. Yours, chosen by the gods, will show me what they have to contend with against I, the warlord Coulvyrn.
Would like to watch.
Are you speaking of a fight?
Excuse me? In what ways?
Are you saying there is a fight?
There is
Actually,
a duel.
Dragon's dice, yes?
A fight is only if physical means come of business. So we can
Between
see
you
if it
and
turns into
Tosin.
such.
One show, of course.
Well, sir, you have convinced me. My money is on you.
Well, I am ready. Go ahead and fight. I
Who
shall
wants
say
to
I
bet?
need-
100 gold is on,
I only have
of course,
20.
the goblin. He's gonna win.
Probably, yes.
I will back Chosen. You'll have to give me 5 to 1 odds.
5
I
to
only-
1? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
2
The
to
power
1.
of this man. You don't think it's fair to give 5 to 1 odds?
Chosen, are you prepared for combat?
These thunders are...
I'm prepared as I'll ever be. I hope that Luthik
Final
doesn't
offer,
fuck me.
sir. 3
Good
to
luck to
1.
you, Dan.
3
Good
to
luck.
1.
3 to 1 odds.
3 to 1
You
odds.
bet.
There you go.
100 gold.
100
3 to
gold. No,
1?
let's increase it, sir. I need much more gold. 500 gold.
Oh boy.
How much gold do you carry, man?
Plus 500 gold. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Wow.
Well, I carry 500
really
exactly. I'll be in the same place regardless. I can't afford my upgrades.
500 to you or 1,500 to me?
Fuck.
So, well, your entire team is worried about the gamble and the bet and the haggle.
And
Chosen.
I didn't even mention to Coulvyrn that if there was an evil version, he can just because he's the original, but whatever.
Well, we will see.
Get
You
there.
see Coulvyrn do like a little stretch. He is half your size, literally. And then you see
Dr.
him-
Gunther will walk up to him and
Huh?
just like,
No, you guys are
Doc-
you guys are watching
oh,
from
he's
the
too far
balcony.
away.
still.
Oh,
Luke
so we
gets out
can't
his
like.
gladiator.
hammer and
I was
shield
gonna
out,
cast
and gets
haste
ready.
on him.
I
So,
was gonna
Chosen,
ask,
you
can
have
I
your
cast
shield
spells
out?
from a distance?
My shield and my arrow catching shield and my.
How far away are
Yeah,
we?
whatever. You got it. You guys are still. You guys are literally the entire distance from the other fortress. You guys are in the other fortress, watching from the balcony.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then he's giving you guys like a visual hallucination. Like upon the balcony, though you can see the fortress below, you are seeing the room in which Chosen is in, and you see this grand, massive hall that basically has like this beautiful mountain view behind it, facing away from the fortresses in which you guys are. It is on the opposite side of the back end of the fortress, so you guys have a pretty solid idea of where he is located. But you also know that you are 100% being watched. On that note, actually, everyone but Chosen, give me a perception check.
Is it more than a football field away?
Yeah, probably about a football field and a half diagonally down, yeah.
All right, I can reach that.
What a perception check.
You can't see him though, that's the structure itself. You just see him through this visage.
But I can't reach him.
Yeah, you can't reach him directly, but you can get to the structure he is in, yes. Chosen, go ahead and roll me that initiative, please. As I'll start.
Before I do, I point
And
or
the doctor give me a perception.
Way to Luthik.
You paid Luthic? Okay, go ahead and give me a D100.
Provide
What do you
me-
say? Or do you want to use one of your skills? Sorry.
No,
Oh, do you say Luthic?
you all can see at this point.
Yeah. Good. To go get him.
What do you say?
Provide the strength and guidance to fell this foul beast, and provide balance back to the region.
You hear, Chosen,
Given.
a bestow come upon you, where there's like an odd moment of silence for you, where you're praying to Luthic, and you hear, "My child, you have made it so far, and they're there before you. You have the power, but do you have the strength, the will, to rise above a demon that has existed far too long?
Set the gods he's captured free, and you will be rewarded. It will
There
not
you go.
be easy. Da-da-da.
Combat begins.
Warlord.
Oh no.
He kind of walks around. I try to
Ow.
discuss peace. I've been here, silent, allowing no conflict with the powers that I have trained my 3 glorious apprentices. And he points to the 3 in the room. It's just no use. It's your turn, Joseph. He just is kind of like walking around. It's like one of those Final Fantasy fights where Sephiroth doesn't shut up, but you can't get to him yet.
All right. With that, the bonus action.
I love this.
The bonus action. I'm going to cast Sanctuary myself.
Okay.
And that I will also. I don't really have a whole lot to do. Yes. Clarity and faith.
So you cast Sanctuary on yourself, and then you cast Guardian Faith.
Yeah, like kind of right over him.
Okay.
And that will do it. That'll be my turn. So there'll be a
One
big old.
second. The Guardian of Faith will use your hammer.
That's fine.
Where the heck is
I
your
mean,
hammer?
or you can blow up Cobalt.
Oh yeah. Do I have a cobalt though? I don't know if I ever made a cobalt in here. We'll use the blue light for right now because I don't have a cobalt in here, but I will fix that. I like that idea. I forget that that's what you have it as. But you got it. So you put it like next to him or just in the radius?
Well, the distance between him and I is 15 feet, 20 feet. So between the two of us. So
You got it.
He's within range regardless.
Yeah. No, yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't put it somewhere undesired.
And just so I understand, it's at the. He's in the space. He has not moved.
No.
It does nothing. But if he moves,
Then it acts.
it acts. It doesn't matter if he moves while within the space. It's just if he's moving.
He just has to be within the area triggering it. But at the moment, he hasn't taken any steps. No.
Okay, got it.
He stands there. Interesting. Do you think that this is a safe maneuver? He dashes through it. Go ahead. Is it a dex save for him, right? Okay. Ooh, he fails. He dashes through. Dun, 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 dun. He takes 20. As you see this Guardian Face coming, lash away toward the back of him. It's just like he stands before you, very short. This is what it's like every time to fight anyone of worthiness at Island. And he goes in for an attack at your ankles. Let us fix that. As you see him just out of nowhere from the side of him, just a great sword appear, and he grabs it with a single hand and slashes toward you.
Here's a roll of wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw? Sorry.
If that was his wisdom saving throw, he would have failed.
Sorry, say that again?
He has to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, because of the shield of faith, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sanctuary.
15?
That is the DC. He would have failed on that one attack, though. Ah,
Yeah, dang. Okay, so then he goes in. And he gets you. As he comes in, he catches you just off guard. You take...
okay, hold on.
Oh,
When a creature within 30 feet of makes an attack roll, you can use your reaction using Channel Divinity to grant that creature.
that's you helping him hit you.
Okay, so then no.
You don't want to help him.
I thought
As
it
you
was like
guys
the
see-
minus the amount.
Yeah. As you see Coulvyrn slide in and slash at Chosen, I need a con save.
What?
For the damage.
For the damage you took. And you good? Your spell's still up. I think you're concentrating on
I
shield
have,
face.
I have no concentration. It's guidance.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, remove that from your guy.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know how to remove it.
I see it. Oh no, it was hold monster when you had casted it earlier on it. Like when you picked it originally.
Yeah,
You're good now. Perfect. Okay, cool. And let's see, he has multi attack. So 1 second. He has 2. So I'm going for a second.
Let me see the sanctuary. Your word. Hold on. If he needs to do it again, or if there's anything else, or if it's just one. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose. Not protect the warded creature from area effects such as exposure. If the warded creature makes an attack, cast a spell that affects damage to another creature. Otherwise, you just pass.
I mean, I'll roll the save every time. Sure.
Roll it.
Fails, so he can't attack you. Correct.
Correct.
Okay. As he's just like, and he like withdraws, he backs away. It is your turn.
Doesn't.
He's still in the same area, so it would only proc once.
Okay. And then if he moves again, it procs again.
Yeah, if he proc. Mm-hmm.
And too bad I don't get a reaction. Burp, 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 burp. That.
The rest of you guys, what is your banter as you see the first blood? No, the first blood go to
I mean, we
Chosen.
can see them fighting now.
Yeah.
Did he
He's
have-
kind of like there's like a riff on that on your guys' balcony. That's like a little visual visage there showing you guys the situation occurring.
Okay.
It's a bit out of character, but I kind of want to treat it like a sports fan and just like elbowing Gunther the whole time. Oh, did you see him hit him?
The chicken got you feeling good, you know. This.
Chosen is
But
gonna do.
always goes to the loser.
Oh man. Okay. Chosen is gonna go do a Toll of the Dead. He has to do DC 15.
Has he said the name of his god yet?
No.
Oh, okay. Said it earlier.
Yeah, when he first initialized.
Yeah, he said it
prayer.
many times earlier, but we didn't hear him.
All right,
Okay.
fails. Go ahead, drop the damage. You hear like a ring. He's like.
12.
You guys see him kind of like reach for his head with like a weird shaking migraine. Takes 19 points. Very nice.
Of attrition, Gunther. Looks like I'm winning. That against Chosen.
And then. And with a bonus action, spiritual weapon. Sorry, guys.
You're good.
Currently, I don't have any. Don't have any concentration on what I understand.
Correct.
Then, okay. I will cast. Sure, I know myself again.
So you cast. So you're recasting Sanctuary? Oh wait, no, sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, as a bonus action. So I use my action to cast Toll of the Dead.
Oh, got it, because it drops after it triggers the first time.
It doesn't say. It doesn't say.
Gotcha. Perfect. Okay. So you recast it. Boom. You have it on you. Awesome. And okay, and that's it.
That's my turn. That's all I got.
Whoa, you go first. You see him kind of like taking a. You see him kind of take a quick kneel, and he starts to mutter in Goblin. You hear him, Chosen, and anyone else that speaks Goblin. He says, "My children, watch what an assault is." It is your turn, children.
Let's go for. I am going to cast Aura of Vitality on myself.
So you. Oh yeah, you can.
It made me do it. So
Yeah.
So
No,
that
you actually. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I heal him or me?
Huh?
Or whatever.
Did you want to heal yourself or no?
Oh, I did. I want to cast
Okay.
Aura of Vitality, but it'll happen at the end of the turn, correct?
No, it's your bonus action.
Oh, as my bonus action.
Yeah, that's
You
why.
can use a bonus action to cause. Okay, including you to regain 2d6. Okay, yep. I cast it. Bonus action.
With that, you see him quickly. You see the his great sword just vamp out, and then he pulls out a short bow. He fires directly at you. Your arrow catching shield is activated. It has to be a 23 to hit.
That's correct.
Okay. Oh, he fires. It hits the shield, and you see for some reason it like goes through it, almost in like a magical sense. It hits you.
He roll his DC 15 to see if he can even attack me first.
Oh, sorry. Yes, that's what I'm supposed to do first. You're right. Keep forgetting that. It has to be like a special. Okay, perfect. Sweet. He fires, and it goes, it flies, and just gets like it dissipates. The spell makes it no longer exist. Beautifully done. And then you see him quickly vamp that out, and he dashes towards you. He makes the dex save against the, or is it a wisdom save or a dex save against the?
It is a no. For this, it's a dex save.
Okay.
He
So he
either
makes a
takes
dex save.
half of 20.
Nat 20. So he takes half.
He gets
10.
takes 10.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. He takes 10 points. Boom. As he runs past it, he's like, ah. And then he pulls up his greatsword and slashes. Whoops, sorry, I clicked the wrong person to attack.
Oh, I don't know if he can attack me again.
Yeah, I mean, it just says I lose
Fail.
that attack, not that I lose any
Creature
ability to
with
attack
or
you.
harmful spell must, okay, on a failed
So
save,
you
the
stop
creature
that attack
using the
completely.
target or leaves the attack or spell. The spell doesn't. Okay, yeah. So then. Yeah.
So then he goes in for a great sword. And then he slides to the side, and you see almost like a quick little blink. Like he kind of like lows quickly, and you see the great sword switch hands, and then he swings at you again as he gets a third attack in. And he's like, "Got you!" As he swipes across and makes contact with you across your back, and you take 13 points of slashing damage as he hits you across the back, and he's now positioned there. And as he's looking at you, and he holds pace because that is all of his turn.
I'm not concentrating on anything. I don't think.
Huh?
Aura of Vitality. I am.
Yeah, you are actually. And you hold it. You're good. Not a problem.
Since he is close, I am going to take a attack action on him.
Okay.
I am going to
Team UC chosen holding his own.
I am going to use Channel Divinity to do a couple things. One, I'm going to use Channel Divinity War God to second attack an action.
Okay, so first you have to do this attack, and then
and then I do Channel Divinity.
Yeah.
I will also, if my roll is below, call it a 10, I'm going to use Channel Divinity to add +10.
Okay, so can you use multiple channel divinities in one turn?
It doesn't give me. It doesn't say I can't. I have.
Funsies.
Huh?
It doesn't say I can't. So because they're separate. They're separate things. So one, when you use attack action, you can make one use. You can make one weapon attack as a bonus action. You can use this 3 times per long rest. Oh, so I'm not going to actually do that. I'm not going to do that. Get back.
It's 1 per long rest, anyways. Let them do them both.
You hit all that. It's a bonus.
I mean, yeah, you can run them all, but it's up to you.
It's fine. I use my bonus action to heal. And
Nice,
I
go
take
for the
that
attack.
back. I don't. Yeah. No, I'm not going to attack.
So you're going to attack your basic attack?
I'm not going to do my base attack.
Okay.
I use my bonus action to channel or whatever aura vitality. Is it always 7, or I have to roll it again?
Yeah, I have to roll it every time.
Okay, so do 2d6. So 7 again.
Almost meant to be.
2. And then I will use. Oh God, what do I got? I will use Guiding Bolt.
It'll be, go for it. If it's a disadvantage.
It is? Okay. If I step away, correct? I'm going to step away. If you get the reaction attack, that's fine.
So as you step away, he will take that reaction. Missing. As he's like,
Then I will cast it. That's for. Wow.
you fire, you guys see a bright flash of light appear before Chosen, and he
I'm going to
flings it out.
use. Can I use my Channel Divinity to add +10 to this? Is that something?
Does it say melee attack?
Let me see. If it's melee versus any attack.
Yeah, it's not melee, so.
Well, let me see. It says attack. It says when a creature makes an attack roll, you can use your Channel Divinity to grant the creature attack +10. It does not say melee, just says attack.
Sure.
I will do Channel Divinity.
Okay. You use Channel Divinity to bolster your Guiding Bolt with a +10 to it. So it would be a 22? Correct?
It would be a 22.
Yeah, you would make contact as you hit him with the Guiding Bolt, and he's just like, ah!
Cool.
And that's what it is.
There we go.
Getting bonked.
Oh my God.
Damage now.
There you go. You
It's
flew
a
me.
war of attrition, and then get an advantage on my next attack.
Sorry. 31 points of damage as he's just like,
Oh my God, I'm only a third of the way through, if that.
So do you have any other? You have nothing left right now, though?
I use my bonus action to heal, and then I attack.
All right. He's like, he pulls out the short bow as he switches his weapons yet again. And you see him pull, aim, and fire just rapidly. A volley of 3 shots.
God, he's a marsh.
Man, he's rolling really bad. Wow.
Oh my god.
Jeez, your god is with you, dude. As you just see, you hear like a bestowed. It's getting stronger. We have to end this quickly. You hear Luthic kind of reach toward you, that giving you fair warning. But with that, we are going to pause it here because this is going to take a second, and there is a development. The rest of the crew, you all hear marching. Footsteps. Hundreds of them. Just
Far away?
outside.
Damn. Close.
No one told Alistar about the 2 platoons coming
Oh, no,
on.
Chosen did. Chosen.
Did you
did
when he
ascending.
turned back into a human? No, you squished him and then the conversation changed.
When he had fallen.
Oh, well, even then, none of you guys did anything about it. You guys just let them show up. No one turned focus to them again.
Sure, I mean, I did tell him, but he didn't say shit.
Do shit. Do
So-
shit about it. You told me.
With that, there's a platoon behind you all. And you see that the door is one of the doors is open. That was originally both of them. And in that door, with that one door open, you see easily 20 to 25 of them lined up, shoulder to shoulder, in 4 rows and beyond. There can only be more. Do them.
All right.
Oh, I attack when we start fight.
The B team jumps into action. You guys get to prepare and plan for that as we come into it. What do you guys want to do next week? Do you guys want to try to have one on a different day, or do you guys want to have a bye week for the holiday?
Oh,
Yeah,
for
what are you guys up to? I'm down for whatever.
for-
Any day works.
For Thanksgiving, I will be at my family's house on
Yeah, I mean, so did you? That's what I mean, like not on Thanksgiving, but if you guys wanted
got
to move it to a different day other than Tuesday and Wednesday, technically.
Love to do it any day, but if you guys want to skip, that's okay too. Because I'm free any day of the week for
But
it.
you guys can discuss it. You have some time.
Yeah, we'll hit you
Okay.
up.
But let me know.
That sounds
Otherwise,
Oh.
Chosen, great job handling your own, man. I mean, I
Yes,
don't know why I
man.
doubted your abilities to just stand there and take blows, because that 21, 23 AC is just brutal in a one-on-one fight.
Is had Marsh not already gotten me down that one fight, I think I could have taken it.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Marsh had the advantage of everyone not
I
attacking.
had like 0 spell slots.
Yeah, I also was forced to attack Henry. For Alistair, no, I had to attack Alistair.
Too bad. Got me
He was
real
forced to
good.
mow down his team.
Yeah.
Not bad. I did not expect you guys to fumble so much getting into your guys' sneaking tower, so that was awesome. You guys are great. Alistar, you can change into an owl anytime. But now you wonder why Henry as an
I
8th
don't
was
think
so
I will
wild.
anymore. I'm done with it. Yeah, I understand now why Henry doesn't want to change into animals. I don't know how to get that. I'm done with it.
You will
Man.
make other
Right.
people animals.
Other people can do it.
Good night, guys.
They can
Good night,
volunteer.
everyone.
Hey, man.
Later, guys.